did, they figured it out because that's a broken character. They're gonna figure out how to win. But luckily for everybody, most of the top tiers right now are pretty straightforward to play, including that one right there. We got Ashrah showing up, going up against Sindel. Sindel being the conversation of many as to whether how strong she truly is or not. But Ashrah has always been a super consistent demon alongside the backing there of the other demon in Sareena.
There, you said it right there, consistent. And I think that's been the theme since day one of MK1 at least. Consistency has been so important to getting the damage, to really shining above the rest as a top tier character. Got the restand and cartwheel with low hat set up as well.
Oh my god,
wow.
that makes it so annoying to do it because like you with the delay of the flight, if you decide you don't want to fully commit, you don't have to. And Chills knowing full well you can just follow up behind the low hat, regardless of low hat's nerfs. It doesn't matter whether, you know, yes, the plus frames are crazy, but the setups again are still there.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice follow-up here, early break. And honestly, a great one, too, because we just need the one touch with the back one to finish this off here.
Looking very solid off the rip. Making sure that, again, you stop Zesquil from getting started. You need to play around that move actually right there. That's one of the greatest poke tools that Ashrah has. And if you can challenge that, which Sindel fully can, you get... It doesn't matter if you get 300 out of it, because if you get the back two into the dive kit launcher, you better be ready to break that, because that was going to be about near 400 for free.
A good duck. Honestly, take note of that. That's about like the second or third duck I've seen from Chills, and it's going to pay off in spades here. Look at the damage potential that we're getting out of it. 350 with a cross up right after.
And it's so difficult to deal with that, not just because you're not... Oh my god, Chills sending a message quick in early with the brutality as well. You can see Chills has all the strings. Sindel's combos are definitely amongst the more execution heavy so far in this game because you have to be able to cancel your you have to cancel out of back two into flight, which extends past that. You have to be able to cancel air fireball into combos, which is not the easiest to do until you get your routes in really regularly in practice. But if you aren't good at that, the character will not work for you. That said, I'm excited and also curious to see this lineup from Zesquil because this is actually the pairing I use in Scorpion and Sektor. A lot of Scorpions have been slowly switching over to Stryker and Motaro lately too. Motaro's actually been pretty good to pick since the buffs. Yeah. But this is like, that's usually used with Hellfire so you can confirm into the spear. And Sektor's really good at setting you up on set play. Beyond that, though, it's all Scorpion's poke game, so you have to have good strings up a 1-2 to get yourself in.
Yeah, I've been seeing a few players really trying to practice up with that Sektor missile assist. It's a little difficult to get the extended combo after when you're confirming with missile, but setups are definitely there. Ooh, nice. Again, the duck from Chills. If we get the punish.
Yeah, Chill's able to walk away with that. It's something I'm wondering if we'll see out of Zesquil next time. Zesquil using the armored getup. I actually like that dash that gets out of there. When you utilize Sektor after the aerial string, if you input the missile as you are going for the aerial chain, you can actually guarantee Oki because you can block whatever comes up and force them to have to press. But Chills literally cares about none of that.
Yeah, Chills' defense right now in the set has been absolutely outstanding. The stand two from Scorpion, going to get punished with that back one from Sindel here. So tricky to deal with too, because Scorpion is definitely one of those characters. Stand 2 is your answer for a whiff punish on the back one from Sindel. Yeah, great gas. Doesn't want to go for the full combo.
Yeah, and back one being such a great poke tool that you could either A, keep it safe without going for the second hit, because it is safe on block, but also you go for a second hit, poke back on someone, occasionally sneak out a quick hit, and she's just so good at that. But quick, consistent damage has always been the name of the game for Scorpion, but pressure can fall apart if you have someone like Sektor, because that the multi-hit chain is not as safe as it's you had someone like Stryker.
Yeah, try to get the fastball. Try to land a little bit before Zesquil could land either. So they can try to extend, I think, right there, but unfortunately Zesquil, the gravity scaling, allowed them to fall down a little bit earlier than intended for Chills here. Good patience. Threat quite yet here, but the confirm with the spear.
Smart there too, using 4-3 just to keep yourself simple. Don't do anything crazy. One poke, see if you catch them pressing, and if they don't, great. If they do, you're most likely going to catch them on stand 2, which is all you need. And these combos are so consistent. You get a free corner carry, back 2 to get the drag down off the spear as well. Oh, that's a full... Yeah, you had to break that. 4-3 as a starter, that's equaling 400 by accident.
Good up block here. Going to get a side swap one more time here in just a moment. No, actually going to carry coast to coast. All right, you get a little bit more damage for that routing anyways, too, so that makes sense.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of people do that. They're intentionally not going for the 300+ strength as why. Like you keep it your turn off the low hat setups, and that's been a pretty consistent focus of the meta lately.
Low hat does actually get the punish right there with the Hellfire from Zesquil.
Seeing more and more people feel more comfortable with playing the full screen game with Scorpion, but Scorpion can fully make you pay for it with the backup of Sektor. That's a big part of what this game plan has been. I don't think he pressed, no, and but the Sektor missile actually ruining what could have been a much bigger punish.
Hellfire, low hat, not even close our gap quite yet though. Has to hold that spear. And expect the missile as well. The stand to stagger pressure does open up Chills here. Zesquil tying up 1-all in the set. And you can see too, Zesquil is starting to call out a lot of these ducks from Chills. That's why we see more of the mid starters kind of coming out here. That's stand 3 from Scorpion. Great one because you get that launcher and you get that big damage if you confirm with it. And we're seeing, to your point, that delay stand 3 and confirming, all right, did I get the hit? If not, then I'm going to back off. I don't want to be in an unsafe situation.
Yeah, it's kind of a poke tool in of itself, even though it's not like a safe poke tool. You always expect them to go into stand 3, either an assist with the cameo, usually Stryker. You could use the flames as well to push them back, but if they see it, they're probably thinking, oh, 2's coming after, they're going to try and launch me. Maybe they do chains to try and keep it safe. But Zesquil mixed it up a lot, and that looked really good. And I like how he used the Sektor missile almost as like a gut check to Chills, who was a little bit too comfortable full screen.
Yeah. Another Hellfire right there.
Keeping safe, yep, stay on 2-1. Of course, you want to see if they press. You can always confirm out into 4 after. Oh, no, was not prepared. Try to go for a stand 3-3-3 to be able to go for the restand afterwards, but doesn't matter. He's been looking really good. Unfortunately, because of the trade, does not let him follow up off that missile into spear.
All right, nice pop pickup as well, too. Corner carry with the float. Ooh, a little early drop and unfortunate positioning right there.
You're gonna get the throw side switch is a great option. Yeah, this is a great position. The option there is either break and I believe you get the round, but because you're still locked in the corner, that could be a waste of 3 bars. It depends on if Zesquil feels confident enough to take the round.
No full punish off that, just got the down 1 into throw. Just a casual Chicago punish for the kill.
Yeah, Stab, the aerial teleport, not safe unless you can meter burn it, which he did not have. So that let him drop directly in front of Chills. Back 1, finds this mark again. We're going to get full corner carry out of this.
Yeah, you can't be throwing spear at the mid-screen like that, especially against Sindel. That's just going to be a quick follow-up right there.
Lucky for him, J3 didn't really lead to too much health, so he still walks away with half health on life here, but we can both see it. Once you're in this position, yeah, this trade war does not benefit you at all. All of that chip you can't afford to take right now. Doesn't finish it off of that, but doesn't matter. Still goes in. He wants the brutality. I think he purposely dropped that for the sake of looking for the brutality, but Chills moves up 2-1 in the set. For anybody who's curious, we do best of 5s, so that is not the end of Zesquil just yet here in Winterside.
Yeah, nice little turnaround here between the 2 sets. Once Chills recognized the fact that they aren't going to get away with ducks anymore against Scorpion here, that just immediately turned into, hey, I could just be better on defense. I could whip punish a lot of things that Zesquil is throwing out. You put yourself in a precarious position too. So Chill's definitely going to capitalize here in the set. But we're switching back to Ashrah by the looks of things here.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, I think the 4-3s kind of snuck their way through a few times. But if you can't find block string pressure as Scorpion, you are playing one of 2 games. You are either going for big damage, hyper aggressive, or you're trying to full screen zone using Hellfire plus the Sektor missile to get your free spears, and you condition people to move in, which lets you jump in with J3, those confirming the spears. You cannot do either one of those tactics in front of Sindel properly, so the switch back to Ashrah seems like a pretty good choice.
Oh, good jump.
Just barely missing the follow-up there. That's kind of been the name of the game for Zesquil so far. He finds his openings, but then doesn't capitalize fully sometimes. If those capitalizations start coming in here, Zero, we see a game 5.
Yes, indeed. All right, got the low fireball with the low hat to follow. But Chill's life lead is starting to run away with it here. There's another flurry, not going to get punished. Another one of the characters that can punish this back one here from Sindel is literally Ashrah. She has the reach to do it.
I think she's one of like maybe 3 that can do it safely. Because of that move right there. Of course, Johnny Cage is very quick so he can check it. And if I remember correctly, the last one I think is General Shao. But not an easy time for many. Sindel is once again keeping him out and often, and Ashrah's having some trouble getting some openers.
Yeah, that back one, you really got to explore your options. Like, I think a lot of the cast can actually punish that one there. Like, Raiden's electric cell can actually punish that because of magnetism. Things with forward advancing normals do really help, especially on whip. It's just very tricky. You got to lap that out.
Yeah. To check every situation, because sometimes there might be something that people may not have thought of yet. But one thing that's usually pretty safe so far for Chills is that back 2 has been borderline unchecked, but gonna catch him on the overhead, not ready for the flip kick down. And that's okay, so he has 2 characters he can EX dash out with. We only saw it from the Scorpion, but not too many options left here in this match. You gotta find something to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Good neutral jump here on the timing, and you gotta be careful. The follow-up of the back one that's the exception to the rule. Like, yes, normally you can punish it, but you got to make sure that the Lust Shaker is not going to have that additional hit. A 3-1 victory there from Chills.
I just am biased to the fact that I really like Sektor. I know he's not the best of the cameos, but because the cameos have kind of been toned around a little bit, we're seeing more different styles. We have our standard ambush ones. We're seeing other people try new things. And, well, if you fall asleep at the wheel after the teleport, you get caught by the free missile. That's what makes those teleports stronger, because you have to respect the missile.
Yeah, this team up was definitely one of my first picks when I started playing Smoke. Because of that safety net that you get with Sektor Missile, you can play around with a lot of the unsafe strings that Smoke has to continue pressuring. If you catch the opponent unawares of your routing, then it's definitely going to work out splendidly for you here, because that pressure just keeps going. Especially, too, if you're unsure of how you're going to be canceling your Vicious Vapors, it's got another safety net layer on top.
And finally, Ryan's alone. Got to stop being the only one not playing the game for a good bit there. Tragic was just kind of playing the game alone himself. But it's just the thing with Raiden. All of that damage can disappear very quickly. Back 2 finds the smart. But the Sektor missile, he didn't see the Sektor missile. I got real scared that he didn't see it. During that back 2, he was in the background, showed up, and just stuck his way through. Good pickup off the teleport. Unfortunately, not much else.
I always feel like we did see it, but thought that we forward dashed enough to avoid that missile. Armor down back 2 with the 4-4 to stay safe. And watch out. Nice up block, but good awareness from Ryan. Had to block that and just respect the missile coming through.
I love Ryan quite literally fighting demons there. It's like, oh, where is it? Where is it? I don't know where it is. But Tragic showing not only does he have the Vicious Vapor strings, but ooh, what? That's one hell of an answer. Using the tackle to get out of that situation?
Yes, does have to deal with missile. Commits to the 4-4-3-4. Unfortunately, Tragic able to get out with the armor. Nice forward throw.
This is the closest time to us being able to actually back up the joke hidden missile, because they've been so well kind of hit it in place. But this is going to even up the damage. This will not kill here, but Ryan's alone is going to make it that much closer to maybe keeping himself from holding this round 1 out.
We'll see, because there's going to be armor coming through. Oh, opts for electric cell, holds the plus pressure.
Oh! You know what? Ryan's alone learned very well in a short time. That is the best time you could have asked for that, because he was getting kind of cooked by the teleport mixes at first. Now the answer has been, I'm going to electric tackle my way through with some armor. Now for Tragic, it's like, all right, well, when won't he do it? You got to think about that every time.
Absolutely. Got that full route, goes for the invisibility. Side swap,
that's
the
dirty.
4-3, not going to find the mark.
That's dirty. Okay, look, we haven't seen Smoke Sektor in a little while, because that was one we saw pretty early on. He is making the mix-ups look like this is a left-right game, and I love it.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, hey!
Hey, where the hell were you? Yo,
came out of the corner to bop you with the knife.
Yo, Kano shows up the same way like every uncle shows up to, you know which one, to every holiday party, takes a plate, you look around, he's gone already. It's like the same thing. Where the hell were you this whole time?
All right, nice. Down back 4, just send it. Yeah, absolutely. Get the full damage out of that for the kill. This back 4, just to wrap it up here. Just keep it clean. No need for fatality or brutality. You know.
2 things. 1, that smoke fit fire. I'm stealing that. That was actually OD. Like this.
But you don't have to steal it. They sell it in the store.
I know,
like,
but it's mine now. That's my skin. You need to stop playing it, Drag. I'm sorry. I now main smoke.
Oh.
You have to stop using that skin. Two. Smoke. Considering how that round started, I straight up thought that was about to be kind of a wash because Tragic was running all over him, and then Ryan said, "No, calm down." And we got, I think, one hell of a set on our hands.
Absolutely. The difference in these two characters, one is very consistent, the other can be a little bit shaky, especially when backed up with Sektor here. Down one, steals it right back. It keeps it pressure on with that Kano ball. 4-4-8, yeah.
Yeah, finish it out. You know, you don't see that too often where people go 4-3-4 because you don't usually need to. There's usually a cameo behind it. But Ryan's alone, gonna get pushed back into the corner. And so far, up until that point, Tragic is right there, been answering almost everyone's openers. Shout outs to Kano, who ate the hit of that missile in the background.
Trying to go for the electric cell right there, but again, like the activation of it is so finicky sometimes. It's not going to cover all areas around Raiden until like about frame, like I'm not even gonna count the frame, like second or third hit. But yeah, this fatal blow finding the mark, not gonna kill.
By the way, Sektor fatal blow, top tier fatal blow, my personal top 3. It looks so damn cool. What that was one hell of a call out. He actually waited that time.
It's crazy how that down back 2 tracked to the opposite side instead of just going forward.
Everybody throwing hands got caught by Cannonball. He got caught by the missile at the back end. I'll take that.
Set low into throw here. Another missile. You activated it while the throw was going on here, so we had a guarantee OP situation, but still able to dash through with the electric fly armor for safety.
Keep himself locked down. He has been kind of scared about high-low so far, so I'm kind of not surprised Tragic was waiting for it, but waited a little too long. Ooh, okay.
We take those. We take the overheads. I'm not going to take the 50%. Of course, we're going to get opened up low with the enhanced electric cell. Full pickup after as well. Yikes.
Gonna have to burn the bar for
opens
it.
Up the kill here. Tragic going down the round.
Tragic believing in the fact that that round was not going to be doable, so holding on to those 3 bars for that last round situation. That could be coming up pretty soon, but actually had to burn a bar, so he's going to have to eat at least a little bit before he can break here.
Yo, that was the right answer to the down 2, but was just way too early for it to hit. Nice pickup, but that's 2-3 series here from Smoke.
All right, makes up time.
Again, the missile kept it safe.
So hard to try and challenge that. Sektor's whole game plan is to negate your turn or get you to press something too early.
These down back 2s, honestly, just getting Tragic out of the corner every single time with them. No, that was a misinput on the Sektor summon. What's supposed to be missile here? We're gonna pay the price for a little bit.
Yeah, you only usually see uppercut when it is a full screen punish attempt on someone zoning too long, or if you have a very specific combo you're trying to line up, and that is not the position as you ate 476. Have to eat this block string pressure. The jump back was the only option there.
Yeah, he lost your turn, but still trying to interrupt with the down 1, and does check that down 1 back from Ray. Nice! No! Oh, had to. That should have been the kill, and still definitely got it here. Down back 2 seals the deal. 2-0 lead right now for Tragic.
That is 2 times in a row where we went down to the wire on each individual match, to the point where if this does, for any reason, end in a 3-0, which I would prefer not to see because these matches have been so good, I want to see more, it doesn't tell the true story. These 2 are neck and neck this early here in round 2.
Well, we still have at least one more game here. And again, it's just, there's consistency there from Ray, but just trying to lock down Tragic, because Tragic's getting very down back 2 happy. And Ray is starting to spin the gears of how can I challenge this, how can I punish it, but also respect the missile pressure. A few up blocks here and there, they go unpunished from Tragic, but at least we're attempting, right? We're trying to active defend against this smoke pressure.
Also, just to put a little bit more merit to this, because I just noticed, this is round 1. So, this actually isn't round 2, it's just the second match from round 1. This is by far, I think, the closest round 1 match that I have watched yet here on TNS. That's just showing how crazy the skill gap is continuing to close every single week.
Oh, nice. The nice pickup right there, too.
safety, not trying to pressure too much. Gonna get hit by the low, tries to go for the overhead and mixing it up again. Raiden alone, forced to essentially hold all that, but
oh no! I thought we had it. It was the flawless.
I thought he did too.
Yeah. And the stand 2-4. Tough starter right there for Ray. And lock-on missiles, so no escape, no matter which way you dodged.
That is a very good way to guarantee at least your turn. Of course, you do have to spend 2 cameo meters for that. You double tap it to get the homing missile to come out. So it does lock it away for a while, but that did net the victory.
Nope, we're just pressing way too early. Calm things down a little bit here before you decide your next press, because you can challenge. You have the right ideas here as Raiden. It's just you're pressing it way too early or are very unsure when your turn actually is when smoke disappears.
Trying to high-low block in front of him. Not sure if he was going to press or not, but now it's time to play the guessing game. I think he was trying to call it a down 1, and Ray's alone, not caring about that. Keeping him locked down in front of him, trying to go for the 4-4 mix, but now getting up enough. Oh, but a big whip punish! Had a bar. I actually think he could have gone for a little bit more there. That may come back to bite him.
Nice. Come back too. Ooh, good flawless block right there.
Oh, okay, it's guess for game time on who gets to keep this around, and he gets the second hit. Forward 4-3 is going to find its mark into the cage. And now, Raiden's alone. Once again, has yet another shot to try and put one on the board. Tragic always comes out on top here in round 3.
Yeah, Cartwheel does find the mark on Sektor, but not on Tragic. Nice electric cell with the Kano to push out. Nice, get the punish down back forward. Seaton again too. Like I said before this game started, like Tragic is getting away a lot with these teleports, and Ray is just not quite ready for it. I do like the electric fly that we're getting time and time again, but now, yeah, we're calling out these challenges here.
Come game number 3, that's when people start not letting you get away with that, just like that. You've done it every other time, but he does not get the 3-2 he was looking for. Still, it's mix-up time. Is it guess for game? They're both in fatal blow. One individual hit could lead to it, but he doesn't get the straight hit. Here comes the tackle again.
Yep, goodbye. Keeps that pressure going here. Gonna stay safe with Kano ball pressure. 4-4, and Ray taking their first game.
Finally, gonna get himself on the board there. Ryan's alone. Not only finally close this one out, but yet another game 3 last hit situation, or round 3 last hit situation. Like, how do they keep doing this? We have just started the day. Like, how is this crazy already? I love it, but this is kind of wild.
Smoke.
Oh, yeah, I mean, honestly, again, like, it's about locking down Tragic. Tragic does realize throughout the set that they can kind of get away with whatever they want because they're not being checked on a lot of this pressure here. Like, it is unsafe opportunities that Tragic is teleporting on, but Ray doesn't have an answer yet. So you can kind of navigate the screen space for free. Nice challenge on the electric fly.
Honestly, this is the match that made me realize I forgot to grab some water and leave by my desk, because already it started now to get run out of breath here, but like just kind of just enamored by the way that these two have been playing. And once again, Ryan Stallone getting a little bit better at blocking the lows, but Tragic always find the openers. We're going to spend that cash this time for a change. Backing it up at 381. No turn ender does get out.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tragic not pressuring on this block situation there after going invisible, so it allows this opportunity here for Ray to pressure in this corner, stagger pressure one more time with the electric cell, plus frames off of Kano. Go down one challenge, it's your opportunity.
You should go ahead and close it out. There's plenty of damage still to be on the board here. We're going to go with 3 of them. Just keep it simple, keep it clean, don't do anything crazy. Once again, Tragic in a position to block, try and close out this set finally. There we go.
Nice.
Full routing. We're going to only get about 200 out of that, but it doesn't matter. We add on the overhead plus the block string, so you still end up essentially with 300 damage.
That's down one challenge here again. Get that plus pressure. Now we got the down 4-2. Good grip of damage here. Spend the meter. No, just let's go for the regular, just for a little bit. 320.
Oh, I love what Ryan Stallone actually was doing just now. Like recognizing that breaker was there, only went for single hits. Went for I believe 4-2 there to try and get him to press. Nothing happens. Cool. Then I go for back 2 for the overhead. Cool. Now all I need is block string damage to close out the round. Great. great job avoiding the meter on the other side.
Yeah, the electric fly one more time here. Knocked out of the corner again with that electric cell, and unfortunately let go, block at the wrong time. Again, every single teleport, Ray is trying to challenge. They are really trying to figure it out. And if anything I've learned from the set, Ray is very much a heart kind of player, and they're really trying to find that position where they can actually challenge, get the punish. Like they know in the back of their mind that they are capable of being able to interrupt these down back twos.
A lot of winter name themes we've had throughout this, but dexydawg and Raless, of course, regular suspects. Not only do we see, actually no, Hourglass Raiden isn't here, so I think Dexy might actually be the only high-level Mileena we have in bracket this weekend, so we get to see some Mileena on that the Hannibal crossover skin, of course.
Yeah, it's interesting because you do have Pulse here as well, MightYUnjust, but no Hourglass, no JustNasty. It is anybody's bracket this weekend here.
Yeah, just has the regular trip to top 3 every single week. I didn't notice he had actually DQ'd or not, but that's again, you know, with Hourglass Raiden, a lot of people very frightened of Mileena when it's at the high level, and a smart one, Dexy, in that same category. So Raless has his work cut out for him as we go into this first match.
Yes, absolutely. All right, about even Stevens on health, and the Sareena, not Selena. There's no Catwoman in this game. Trade-off here. Dice actually going to be able to get this fatal blow damage in.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second I thought you were talking about the Bitty Bitty Bum Bum one, but no, I forgot the Selena Kyle one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Selena Kyle, you know, Catwoman, another NRS reference right there. Come on, Ajax, keep up.
There is more than one Selena, okay? They exist. But Raless is so close to closing out that match, but dexydawg catching a fatal blow at the end. That is, anybody can see though, Raless very consistent with Ashrah, has been a threat every single week, and very good at playing the out-poke game against Mileena, who wants that so bad. Her high-low game is weird, but it's super consistent. It's hard to play around it against Ashrah.
Life lead right now for Raless. Good aerial combo too. Oh, unfortunate positioning, but was still able to get the mid overhead to connect. dexydawg going down for this round here. Tied up, and a very strong round for Raless right there.
Yeah, we're seeing a whole lot more of that. The Ashrahs are using the dark mode dash to be just much more aggressive. We saw Dragon do that incredibly well. We've been seeing more Ashrahs doing that a ton lately, and I think Raless is in the right play here to try and check Mileena's approach with that.
Oh, well, I don't think you're going to be able to check that teleport right there. You already committed to the cameo assist with the full double pizza deal from Sareena.
At 400 damage and Oki, Mileena is so good at racking the damage on quick. That's why they can be so far behind, but they claw their way back quite literally into match so fast.
Oh no, was able to get the finish. Yeah, that teleport whiffing entirely there. That overhead was supposed to get that full extension here, but dexydawg going to close it out with a massive combo from Mileena here. First game for Dexy.
426 on the board. They could do that by accident. Mileena's so good at putting on the damage. Was a big pusher of the Lao plus frame abuse that you could get with this character, so that did. I'm not surprised to see Sareena. I can't talk anymore. Is the pick here for Dexy on the cameo slot, because with Lao's safe strings, I think that if you're gonna go with Mileena, you get the bigger damage consistently with Sareena in the back.
Yes.
That's like a tongue twister. Say Mileena, say Marina, Selena. Mileena, Sareena, Selena over and over again.
Call it Selena, because it is the team, right? That's what we do. I wrote Team Selena. Nice roll through here. Almost 50% already. Good God.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of mad we never thought about prior to that moment. Team Selena. Oh, what a call on that, though. Going for the uppercut and not confirming into any meter does prevent you from going for J3 on your way back down, so that's a free punish.
All right, strong life lead here. We can bide our time, especially with this dark stance. Nice aerial Mileena ball. Finish there.
dexydawg has been punishing the gaps that Raless has been leaving open, which, to be fair, have not been many. You know, something I just noticed, I know this was completely unintentional, but this switch of skin is actually blending in very well to the background here for Mileena.
Yeah. last season skin, the season of blood. Now we're in the season of ice, so we can get some of those chilling outfits here from these characters. But the roll through punish to call out the Sareena and still get a pick up after without being interrupted. That was actually a really great call from Dexy. Cartwheel overhead as well.
That is actually like the testament of a player who plays a character often. Use it down one to confirm after, knowing you can still pick that up. Ralles has Fatal Blow on deck, and 532, congratulations. This is an even game. At least we would have said so if that didn't confirm, because we've seen how much damage Ashrah could put on with that. It's kind of ridiculous, but dexydawg does not need to worry about that anymore.
You also don't need to worry about changing stages this time around in MK1. So if you did not like the stage that you were in, by all means, go back to character select, change your stage, because interactables aren't a thing right now.
Yes, well, that's a tale that we don't have to talk about anymore. I am perfectly content with that timeline that we're in. Thank you, King. And to a much brighter stage now. We're gonna go, I believe, to the temple. So we're gonna get some nice view. Well, actually, no, we are not in temple. We are in Outworld. We get to enjoy the festivities. I don't know, but then again, the locals not really big fans of it. As you can see them screaming in the background, like, "What are you doing?"
Not at all alarmed about this vicious stabbing that's going on in the background. Just like, can you relax? We're trying to enjoy our family day. And Mileena definitely enjoying her heyday right now with this string, because look at that, 75% life lead already. Goes, ooh, nice. Oh, so that's what throw here.
Yeah, I like the finisher. You know, that's one of the throws, the combo throws that you can input at the end. And usually you don't see them finish that too often, but it can catch someone slipping. Speaking of, there's the overhead. That throw would have killed. You're scared of the overhead. You're scared of the down one, and you weren't ready for Sareena in the background. dexydawg seems to have figured out Ralles' post game, because it's been a little while since he's got open.
That's a good break right there. Yeah, honestly, Ralles having to chase dexydawg down into this corner position to finally get this confirmed. It's kind of been the name of the game throughout this set here, is that Dexy will go full screen scenario, get Ralles comfortable on forward dashing towards them, and then whip punish with either an explosive ball or even just able to get those far reaching normals. Nice down one challenge off the stand one from Dexy. Gonna get that back throw.
That throw is a fatality in and of itself, stabbing multiple times in the head. We're going max damage route here. I love this route. Get 381. If you want, you could even spend more bar on it. Right. That one could equal about 470, but we're gonna get the walkout. No overhead cut, find its mark up, but Ralles started to pick it up.
Absolutely. You already had the corner position, so it makes sense to go for the bigger damage. Let go of block a little bit too early. I wonder if we try to challenge with Mileena ball right there and just mistimed with the Sareena toss. There's the ball into fatal blow. No, not gonna kill here.
Ball stand forward to fatal blow actually doesn't scale that heavy, so I don't think it's gonna kill, but this is gonna be extremely close.
Yeah, there it is.
447. Yeah, this is Sareena blade. Yeah, exactly. I forgot that single blade even had a brutality. Something that's also really good is that surprise overhead. And we'll talk more about that afterwards, as we got more matches coming up. I thought we were going to get really lucky for a second. I saw Kitana with Scorpion. That team we've seen recently has some dumb damage, but we will not be seeing that. We're going to see ILLYSILLY coming in here with one of the more common cores of Sindel and Sub-Zero, and a smart core of Sub-Zero fighting up here against Raiden.
Yeah,
because you get to avoid exactly that.
Yeah, it's going to be the zoning matchup between these two, especially with Sub-Zero armor on deck between the two. I do think that there's a little bit of work cut out for Sindel. Oh my god, I still have Sareena on the how? Because of the fact that like you had the whirlpool to worry about with the reach from Rain as well, and these strings too. That overhead going to help tremendously. Yeah, but when you armor up with Sub-Zero, as you saw, we can completely ignore that whirlpool setup.
God, you know, we don't get to see this too often, but it goes so under the radar ever since like Cyrax's Rain disappeared. Rain still has dumb mixes. We saw this from before with Sub-Zero. You get guaranteed low-high off of the Whirlpool in 4-3. And if you don't deal with that, you got to deal with them stand forward canceling into throws. But ILLYSILLY now gets ordered. Ooh, almost won that round.
Yeah, literally could have been good there. And no up block from Bandinoz. Just very confident with a stand block with the armor on top of it. And still able to down one jab to force the victory here.
That was actually super smart on Bandinoz because he was actually looking for the air fireball in that launch string because they always go for it. The armor was on. That's a guaranteed time to poke with down one.
Exactly. All right. So you're pressuring the corner. Down one. Still take your turn.
Oh, man. Almost stole the turn back there, too. Called out the stand 4 reset. But get ready to eat a lot of resets because, oh, he's going to get the pushback. If you got the pushback there, that's near guaranteed to make that work.
Yeah, that throw situation here. So you're caught between a rock and a hard place. ILLYSILLY would have had to take the throw, which is the better of two worlds in that corner situation. But fortunately, you know, Illy was able to duck beneath and not get caught by Bandinoz. Because otherwise, you tech the throw, you're going to get caught by the whirlpool and take even way more damage than what you would before.
That was a scary spot too. Bandinoz was trying to set up the double water portals, which is very, I think it's like +10 or something like that when you meet a burn it. But now ILLYSILLY's got an opportunity. I think we're gonna go for, actually no, we're not gonna go for the stand ender here. We're just gonna go for damage.
Nice, have the cancel, but still Bandinoz on point on defense. Go ahead, armor up all you want to. Get punched out, Sub-Zero. I'm one touch away from victory.
Yeah, that's the thing that can kind of get forgotten fighting up against Raiden. But that stand 1 is going to miss on the dash up. J3 is going to get punished, though. Oh, look, just look away. A series of unfortunate events are here. That is a classic.
Yeah, Lemony Snicket, just seminal author, you know, has a strong lineup of 13 books in the series, not including the standalone journal, self-titled by Lemony Snicket themselves. Of course, has a movie starring Jim Carrey, a TV show starring Neil Patrick Harris. You know, great lineup here for the young adult era.
I mean, hey, you know, it's a great show, great series to be honest. And I'm not gonna lie, I think Count Olaf would main one of two, either Shang Tsung or Rain. Those both fit. He does not care about you. It doesn't matter. If, oh, you know, it has to be Shang. Actually, it 100% has to be Shang.
It's gotta be the man of many faces. Come on, Olaf is definitely.
And somebody who assumes that everything should be his. Actually, yeah, no, they're perfect.
They should get together, just like Quan Chi and Shang.
He's an actor, that too. He puts on a performance to protect. Oh my, you know what? Actually, no, you're right. Shang is the only pick. But we do get to see that Kitana show up. This is something I was kind of excited to see before. But because of this matchup specifically, you're going to see zoner version of Kitana a lot. But the poke game against Rain with Sub-Zero, I don't think it's going to benefit you long term because Rain kind of has better reaching normals. So maybe the Scorpion might have been the play.
Ooh.
But right now we're seeing, we'll see how that pans out.
I'm very surprised that down woman's actually going to interrupt right there. That's a very interesting interaction between ILLYSILLY with the kicks from Kitana. Like, you're able to duck that. Okay, good to know.
Round 2, fight.
I like how we're both typing each other in the chat.
Tell me, Jax, tell me my info's not useless,
Yeah,
please.
it's not. It isn't useless, Zero. I promise you. Right now, Bandinoz has all the information he needs, really. But this routing is not the best because you're not near the corner, so you can't set up Vortex the way you'd like. But if that's near the corner, that is a perfect case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, both of them just setting up, look, my whirlpool is large. Yeah, but my fan pool is just good enough.
It's all right, okay?
Oh my god,
okay. That I was about to swear. That, you know, I will. That shit is hilarious. Seeing people get ripped out of the sky with air fan being pulled down looks so goofy.
Down 3 here. Let's push back right through the corner one more time. Nice back 4 pressure. Here we go.
Dude, that back 4 is so good. It's another one of those back 4s you don't expect to reach from where it is because it's not a standard sweep. But this is a big damage case scenario. Of course, you don't need to cash out into the damage itself. It's about blocking. And guess what? There's not many worlds where you can block that because that's just going to close out the round there. The low-high mix into the standing 4 doesn't decide to go for the brutality, but instead just closing it out with Make It Rain, down, 1, excuse me, down, up. To drop a giant just orb of water on your head.
Hydration, orb of hydration.
H2O.
Yeah, honestly though, that back 4 from Kitana, like I almost feel like the only other character that kind of has something similar is maybe like Reptile, and
Kenshi.
For some reason Kenshi.
Yeah.
But for some reason I feel like Shao kind of has something similar, and I don't know why I'm thinking that. I feel like I'm completely wrong with that one.
You know,
oh my god, don't let me will Shao into existence. Wait.
Hey, look, the hover over Xiao is great, and I'm here for it. I am, as we've learned recently, actually not even recently. It's been kind of like the past month and a half for me.
Day one.
Yeah.
No, day one, Xiao is good.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of Xiao, especially what we've seen from Dialogue and company lately. It's been so much fun. But we're gonna see ILLYSILLY debate on what the pick's gonna be here. The zoning war hasn't been in his favor. I think if you go Sindel, you stay Sub-Zero. I don't think it's a really great option to switch off Sub-Zero because you want to go to zoning war, unless you go Sareena, maybe. But that's about it. If you're going with Scorpion, your rushdown game better be nice with it, because you're committing fully to the fact that you're going to win neutral more often.
Yeah, and we're seeing this bounce around here between the two classic ninjas. The Scorpion, though, not sure about this one.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero, I agree with you, is probably going to be the play in this one here, but I think you're trying to contend with the fact that you're getting in close quarters against Rain pretty consistently in this match. I'm not sure. That's going to be tough. Hellfire to back it up, not going to work the way you want. I feel like if you're going to go for this, Stryker should have been the pick for the exact same reasons why you're using Scorpion here.
Yeah,
you're looking for a combo extension, interrupt, and Scorpion's not going to be able to do that for you.
And this is exactly why that move is more viable now, because Bandinoz knows you can't just walk up on the Make It Rain anymore. So if if anybody ever decides to switch to something like Scorpion, you have to establish that your neutral's better, because as you can see, it's easy to predict playing around Scorpion. But if you do get in though, which ILLYSILLY has, the Scorpion's not there yet, but if you get a hit confirm when Scorpion comes back, that's a lot of damage.
Yep. Got that down 3 overhead, does get blocked time and time again here. And one quick call out, that back one from Sindel. Yes, Rain can challenge the back one after it does get blocked, especially if you whip punish it, but you're in a safe spot where you don't necessarily need Scorpion to go for the overhead to continue that pressure here. You kind of just back off and try to re-pressure again. Sometimes we see Sindel players go back-to-back on double back ones just to catch the opponent trying to reach after that.
Yeah, Bandito's shown that he can play both sides of the playbook here, offense and defense on Rain. This is a character who can utilize both very well. But I am very curious. He does not throw the round off of that, but teleporting in when there was 10 seconds left to go is a recipe for disaster for most. Bandinoz did not let that fall away, though. It still gets to keep the round.
Yeah. Sits right into the water shield here. Yeah, could challenge Scorpion, of course, and now we just play this full screen game. Good pick up off Whirlpool. Gets the full extension with Sub-Zero for the hard restand with the Whirlpool set up again. Good block, though.
Finally blocking that where you needed to the most, but this is gonna hurt. We're gonna go for the reset once again. 355 into. Oh, actually, no, we're going for full. We're full sending it. We're going for big combo damage here. Does get the throw. Hex, but that does not matter.
You may as well send your full combos here, no longer needing to save it for nationals, because honestly, ILLYSILLY has not figured out this offense or defense for that matter, and it's just really trying to put the pieces together. I think that's kind of been the tale for both Sindel and Sindel, right, in this bracket.
Yep.
Just really trying to feel this out. And this should finish things off here. Just one more touch is all that Bandinoz needs. And ILLYSILLY is not a bad player by any stretch. We've seen ILLYSILLY go far in this bracket. It's just you're going up against a very unfamiliar character. I think I might have gassed up ILLYSILLY here for this score. No! No!
Oh, come on. Okay, all right, come on. Make it happen. Make it happen. I need you to make. You have 0.1 health left. Please, like the comeback has been real so far. Like this is,
10 seconds. You have to get the confirm here and now. You have to get fatal blow.
You legitimately need to find the mark, but we're gonna get the big anti-air swipe from Rain. We gotta close it out. What an incredible attempt there from ILLYSILLY. But it's gonna be Bandinoz that finishes the job.
And that does happen.
And again, every loss is an opportunity to learn. That's something that must always be reminded of every single time. And we might be learning something different here. I don't know if those name positions are correct or not. We're gonna find out though. Li Mei is okay. It's the other side. All right. I thought Pulse was playing Melee for a second.
No.
It's gonna be KvngRich coming in with the Li Mei and Scorpion. Which we've seen this combo recently, including that as recently as DreamHack. But Pulse, actually backing up the statement from Sonic Fox I saw on Twitter as well. Apparently, Johnny and Frost is the wave right now, and I'm sure Pulse is going to show us why.
Look, definitively, Frost has been the wave since she released. It was just a matter of trying to explore how to utilize her Frost Ball. I think that's very important because you do get almost guaranteed scenarios where Frost Ball goes out. If you throw, if you happen to tech the throw, you're ducked. If you happen to try to duck the throw, you're gonna get frozen. If you even get caught by the throw, you're still frozen. And that's not just a Johnny thing. That is literally like the entire cast has that in their arsenal here. But coupling it with the pressure from Johnny makes it a very just diabolical matchup because there's going to be very few instances where you get the opportunity to take the turn back.
And one thing Lime does have in her kit, you know, she may not have the flush string pressure that Johnny has because stand 1-2 are only so much. Watch that damage fly, and just a little bit too early on the meaty overhead. Of course, that can cover quite a bit. It also prevents them from jumping because the lantern's above them. So Lime can pump out damage.
I think that EX cartwheel was actually get the ground back to put back into the bomb above, anyways.
Yeah, it looked like for a second it looked like a shot of time the meeting, but I think actually you might be right. Like, it might have just been a different route that got dropped early.
Yeah, it could have been either way, honestly, because it does work as that meteor, right? But also, like, you had that lantern up above. It's just that time. Oh, see, right there. Already got it. Like, you're darned if you do, darned if you don't.
And just going for simple damage, not doing anything crazy there. So we do get a side switch here. So KvngRich in a prime position to make Pulse pay for that. God, that moves so fast. You wouldn't expect it to be so fast because it's a freaking aerial, but the instant overhead on it sneaks up, and it makes it so you don't have to worry about trying to sneak in the 30 frame overhead from Scorpion, but this is going to hurt. You have to break.
Big jump in the stand one anti-air with the full follow-up. Pulse taking the first game here.
And Rare Terror taking the first subscription of this. We could have more. It could be you. And thank you so much for being subscribed for 3 months, currently on that 3-month streak as well. So thank you so much for being a part of the TNS family as we continue to grow and expand across so many titles. And one of them who has so many titles, of course, in this game itself is Pulse. So not too surprised to see him get that first dub. You know, claps up to KvngRich. That was actually a really close game, number 1.
If not for size,
yeah, absolutely. And that damage output from Lime, like that is one of the, again, another character across the cast that we just don't see enough of. She does have so much potential. I think the fear was the setup, right? The win condition to get those lanterns, like the damage from the beta. You called it during DreamHack. Like, oh man, we're gonna step away because the damage is no longer there. No, like the damage is just there. It's still there. It's normalized now. You're not gonna get the absurd numbers that you're looking at before, but she still hurts.
Yeah, I think she falls in that category of people who overthink the process because, you know, characters like Johnny and Raiden and everybody were just kind of steamrolling through everyone doing the same thing. But Lime's still right there. I mean, look at this damage. You're going to see 400 and I mean 40 out of this, excuse me, 460. That was off of freaking bread and butter with 1 Scorpion and 1 bar. Like, that was a dominant round off of essentially 2 neutral wins. She's still here to play.
Hindsight, they should have called it the Xbox 460. That's what they should have done. But, you know, they want to keep a theme with MK1. I get it, so you call it Xbox One. It makes sense.
Where are we going with this?
Going to the east side of the screen here, Ajax. Keep up because Johnny is pressuring again. Nice pullback, though, with the spear. Life lead.
The hell brought us to Xbox One? I'm so lost. Right now we're getting PS5 up, is getting pieced up over on the side. Having a very hard time trying to get out of this situation, but Pulse, once again, showing you exactly how difficult Johnny Cage can be up until you get thrown in the corner. That's 2 times now. KvngRich is good at that.
Yeah, gotta be careful overcommitting, especially when Pulse is going to be teleporting right through. Life dwindling. That's a little bit of a delay. Wake up right there, but still, Pulse not overextending, able to close it out, and we roll the red carpet for the next round.
All right, yet another game, number 3 here. Last time Pulse was able to finish the job. Yeah, I'm not too surprised to see the breaker right there. I don't think you want to spend the next 20 plus seconds in the corner. Problem is, though, you still have to.
All right, nice. Able to get the freeze here, and again, we got the orb set up.
That's dirty. That's so dirty.
It's been there.
Shit.
It's been there since day one. I turned this game on and said, yo, Frost is actually ridiculous. You didn't lock this character?
Dude, no, this is what they use. This damage, all this shit right here, this is what they used to do in the beta too. Lime got cooked for the beta. Johnny Cage started cooking after the beta, even more. This is what I did not realize that that setup was going to work so well off the orb, but that was 527 plus by Johnny. Bro, Pulse ran through that game number 3, or round number 3.
It was no secret. It was right there. Y'all need a lab. I'm telling you.
Look,
like,
when Cyrax is showing you that he can fly as much as he wants, even with the gas prices that we have nowadays, that boy sent it every single time. They had to bring gas prices up, so Cyrax had to disappear. And then somebody had to go check on Kung Lao's hats because apparently there was too much dandruff in it, so we had to get rid of that. And now all of a sudden, we could finally see Frost again, who was a problem already.
No, see, the problem is y'all got comfortable. Y'all got comfortable without thinking about the change that was in the future. Y'all act like in this patch culture of fighting games, we weren't gonna see any of these characters change. You had to be ready. Explore your options. And that is what Pulse is. We see Pulse with 4 different cameos. Like, come on.
Pulse is, again, showcasing one of those characters that can utilize that very well. Lee Mays have pretty much consistently been going with Scorpion of late. And it makes good sense. But the problem that does come with Scorpion is that the ambush isn't necessarily like that great. It's more of a combo extender tool. And when you're in spots like this, don't really have the best reversal in the game, so it's going to be pretty hard to try and get around all of that because I believe it's back forward 2 with the multi-punches. Pretty easy to call out.
Full set of the cartwheel, caught the dome with the pickup on Hellfire. Trying to get the extension with the fireball. That would have been interesting because I think that was back 4, so we should have gotten a hard knockdown.
We're going to see yet another dominant round going here.
Missed the freeze! Missed the freeze! That's a full punish!
Oh no, but missed the launcher back into Scorpion as well. That's going to cost you the round. Even with the mess up at the end, the low will find its mark and Pulse going to close that out.
Threat. Imagine that coupled with Frost Freeze. Think about that one.
It's basically an anti-jump tool and a combo extender that you'll see out of that. But anti-jump game, oh my god, he's running Shujinko. MightYUnjust is the definition of I never know what the hell he's thinking. Because he can win with anyone. He does win with anyone. And then he does things like the cameo with Shujinko, who now has access to the size, amongst other things. Like, I'm not surprised a player of his caliber is trying to utilize Shujinko, but we don't see it very often.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's we've been seeing a little bit of a rise in Shujinko for some lab monsters out there, really trying to play around with some of the assists. I've seen, you know, invisibility setups for absorbing through smoke, Kenshi setups on top of that as well. There's so much potential when you have Shujinko in the background here, but the stagger pressure gonna open up. And Johnny is one of those characters that doesn't necessarily need like a cameo if you have strong neutral. Don't get it twisted. Should be supported by a cameo, but a character like Shujinko is definitely going to just extend the possibilities that Johnny's capable of, depending upon the opponents we're going up against.
Yeah, dexydawg, you know, not one to really get phased by many poor situations. Of course, running right up. If you're gonna go ahead and get the hype meter on me and try and taunt, essentially, I'm gonna just stomp your face in for it. I think dexydawg can very much adapt to what happened last game, but this is what we mentioned before when somebody was asking, what's the answer to Mileena? Well, Johnny Cage shuts down what Mileena doesn't do very well. Mileena has a weird poke game that she needs to establish. She needs you to be scared of her standing ones, of her advancing normals. You can't do that against somebody who is +3 to 5 on like everything.
Okay, nice, got the aerial pickup as well, ground bounce.
There we go. It's kind of dexydawg's round to lose here, but MightYUnjust has made comebacks from many other situations like this before. So can't get too comfortable. Yeah, it's all about the poke game now. Yeah, down one will close it out. But I like what Dexy was doing there. Not trying to get too reckless, not wanting to go for an unsafe block string, because Sareena's not the one to keep you safe in those situations.
Playing that initial game here, nice back and forth between, but the stagger pressure, there's your down one. And this is going to be the difference, right? Because Dexy does have Sareena to kind of challenge with this full screen situation, get additional confirms. Whereas MightYUnjust kind of has to hope that they get the absorb Shujinko. And Shujinko right now has no assist, right? Just needs to do a little thinkums. Needs a little sitting down in the thinking chair and think about what they're going to do before they get another one.
A good and unfortunate position for MightYUnjust there too, because That one, that right there, yeah, you can check that. There you go. Yeah, 4-3 can check that. But I don't know what you tried to plus last time, and dexydawg got a free 380 and a setup out of it. MightYunjust walked his way out of the corner. Yo, that breaker! I forgot how funny that breaker is.
That's just
it's just the old man just shows up and just straight decks you in the face out of nowhere. Shujinko's great.
Yeah, missed the confirm right there, especially being able to shut down Sareena. That's a nice little win for MightYunjust. And this is the difference maker, right? Because you don't have, you know, that again, the cameo to back up your stagger pressure to keep your plus frames going. You kind of just have to pressure, give up your turn, and wait for Dexy to go unsafe string and steal it back. You had the most back and forth, honest neutral that you're gonna get from a Johnny in this pairing with Shujinko.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is like the most non-tag fighter matchup you can see. Oh wait, who has more health? 397 to 380. Wait, no, wait. Oh, that throw stole it. That throw quite literally stole it. dexydawg had just a little bit more health than MightYunjust. If that throw doesn't happen, that round doesn't go in MightYunjust's favor. But you had to like block for game because you didn't want to get caught by a straight hit. And MightYunjust was like, well, I got enough time for a throw. That was like,
at 2 seconds, I'm armor Mileena ball. I don't care.
Bro, that was literal frames from being MightYunjust dying during the throw. Or, like, attempting to get the throw. But just snuck that in. I know, you know, normally I say just put things in your back pocket. A round is a round. You got a round, you got a chance. That one definitely would be frustrating to lose, though. So dexydawg just needs to make sure that you just don't let that get to you. Oh, man, that was really good on MightYunjust.
Fight.
Going into that game too.
Songs lab. At 4-3, so good. Leads to your safe block strings, big combo starters, safe approaches. Gonna block the overhead on that one.
Yeah, need to up block that situation too. Nice dash back into the stand one starter to get a solid approach to Sareena assist.
Perfect routing. You go for the side switch there. Even if you decide to drop the combo early, you could get a safe 300 plus in a setup, but dexydawg not gonna leave that damage unchecked.
Yeah, a couple down ones here with the cartwheel to open up, but a forward throw.
The fact that one slows down because it's Shujinko like deciding who he is at the time into the flip kick along with the set. Bro, okay, are we Street Fighter 6? Going for not one, not two, but 3 throws?
It's so scary against Johnny though, because you don't want to duck necessarily because of how many mids MightYunjust has gone for in this match so far. Down 3, just missing the mark. Nice challenge though from Dexy. This fatal blow will collide. No break.
I'm incredibly shocked that there was no break because I feel like MightYunjust could have just taken a round, but wants to comfortably go into the next one, keeping all 3 bars, so that'll give Dexy a shot. Try to put one on the board. I have a personal request. If somebody could please take that situation of those 3 throws and then do the if you close your eyes and you have Ken doing throw loops on the other side, I'd appreciate you so much. Thank you.
That went over my head. I'm sorry.
Dude. I'll show you after. I'll do it myself.
Okay. All right.
It's the same thing in 2 games. Right now, that's something we don't normally see. Trying to sneak Sareena into the mix there for a block string, but that's what we talked about many times over. Sareena is not your block string safe character, so that's pretty easy to find a punisher for MightYunjust.
Good tech. 4-3, stagger 4-3 again, just to extend, and not going to get a full confirm after. I don't think there's enough hit stun there on the Mileena assist to do that. Oh no, Shujinko down!
That boy, look, Shujinko's been through quite a bit. If y'all never played MK Deception, go just do Conquest mode for a bit. You enjoy it. Maybe don't play the gameplay. It's a very different game.
Final round. Fight.
Actually, you have to do the gameplay no matter what in Conquest mode. Never mind. Go play it. Figure it out.
Yeah, simply open up your original Xbox or PS2
or GameCube. It's on GameCube too.
Oh, my bad. And play that game.
Yes. It does go hard. Oh, great. You know, dexydawg is a maximizer of all side switch combos. I am so sorry for saying you are a maximizer of all side switch combos because you dropped it immediately on the dime and then ate 300 for it.
The throw. Gotta be wary of this pressure. And what a stand-up beat. A Bari from Dexy? Wait a minute. Stand 1 start. Another roll. And I love the cross under.
All right, now, I'm glad that time. I'm actually finishing it. The breaker was already used, which guarantees that you get to close out that combo there. And Dexy putting themselves on the board. Old man dropkick simulator. Can we get Shujinko versus Jabalian dropkick, please? I would pay to see that.
Did you mean like put Shujinko and dive kick? Is that what you mean?
Yes. Yeah, dropkick simulator. Now we switch it to dive kicks.
There you go.
Yeah,
just like that.
works.
That's how video games are made.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of video games nowadays are built from just a random meme or some thought that just happened. Yeah, I mean, look, there was a game with just playing a cat that was in category for Game of the Year. Don't let your dreams be dreams. All right, we got game number 3 here.
Yeah, Old City Kowloon Stray. That was that's quite a tale. Kowloon District doesn't exist anymore, though. That's a fascinating story. Y'all should check that out. Low hand. Not Stray. I'm talking about the city. Well, both are really sad. Let's be real.
I was gonna say Stray itself is also sad. Like,
4-3 stagger pressure again. Bird of Prey starter from Dexy, but not gonna get the connection here. That stagger hat, though. See, we dropped Shujinko. Fair call.
Yeah, very smart move from MightyUnjust there. Now this does. One of the few characters who still kind of fakes the idea that he's safe with Lao is Johnny Cage, because everything that Johnny does is safe. But when you get caught off the command grab size, you eat a lot of damage. Once again, try to catch him on wake up pressing a little bit early. But
yeah. Couple down ones. Falls through with the string to get the anti-air off the second hit. Another low hat, but a great duck here from Dexy to maintain the lead and the corner position with the EX dive kick. Good round.
Very stressful round at that. Like, just trying to box with Johnny could be a hard time, but Dexy, he's finding ways to do it. We're gonna chalk that one up to a whole miss input or something, because that was 300 for free. That is now going to continue to rack up, because that third bar is not there yet. Dexy,
I love these cross unders from Dexy. It's insane. We go for the side swap and then cross under again for a forward jump 3 to make sure we maintain that same side and still gonna pick up right after. But unfortunately, Dexy caught in this corner. Nice overhead with the back 3 pickup after.
That back 3 is a quite literal orbital hit. That thing hits everywhere. Remember, that is not safe anymore, so you could try to check that, but it's hard to try and check because you have to deal with stand 1 from Johnny or down 1, 2 of the fastest normals you have to deal with in the game. Great punish on the parry. This is an opportunity for Dexy to close it, and we do see that close indeed. So now we're up 2-1 in the set. This is winner's quarters. Actually, I just noticed that. It's winner's quarters, so one of these two gets to take that coveted trip to top 8 on the winner's side. By the way, JustNasty is here today. I was curious earlier. Yeah, so, and, yo, this is how crazy this bracket is today. JustNasty and Shuleta had to play in winners round 3. Not even winners quarters, winners round 3. Just to make it up to this point. And, Ludi also 3-1'd Yadriel, so that is the one we'll be seeing coming up pretty soon, or JustNasty versus Ludi. This bracket is nuts leading into the holiday weekend. And we're seeing a potential here. MightyUnjust forced onto his main. If you could even say main for any of his, for this guy, he plays everyone. But primarily we've seen a lot of success out of this Kenshi and forced to switch.
Nice. Goes for a stand 1. Just empty jump, really. So able to get a good starter. Low gravity scaling as well.
Big damage, racking on fast and in a hurry. It's kind of hard to, it's really hard to challenge, really, from Dexy so far. I think the average amount of damage Dexy is getting, I don't think I've seen a single time where Dexy doesn't walk away with around 330. So it's been 3 neutral wins for Dexy versus the constant block strings from MightyUnjust.
Yeah, you'll notice here too, life is going to be an important factor. Last game was 950 with the Johnny setup with Kung Lao. This time around we're at 1050 for Kenshi with Sub-Zero, but Dexy just been maintaining the 1050 life point. Nice. Mileena ball from the sky. Side swap again to hold the corner. Bird of Prey starter. Should be able to kill here actually, and does.
Yeah, outside of when I brought it up, the dexydawg does not drop those. So dexydawg one individual round away, sitting on what could be a cushion of #1 seed in the bracket.
Wait a minute, you said Dexy doesn't drop that, but back at Shang Tsung's lab.
No, I said literally outside of the one time I brought it up. Dexy doesn't drop those.
Sure. You know, it's on record that, you know, you said
I said it. I said only when I brought it up.
You made them drop it. It's crazy. You just so quickly forget that you make.
We go into the holiday season and we learn once again, you don't listen to me. I thought we were a team. You don't listen to me. You're supposed to be my team. It's okay though, because right now we have a great set still going. It's 2-1. MightYUnjust, once again, looking at a deficit, and a lot of that has just been due to the fact that a majority of the damage MightYUnjust gets has been off of stray hits, shift damage, and that's it. It's not been the same as the output that dexydawg's been able to do, but this is a big opportunity here.
Yeah, just to go for any sort of sandwich setup. You already got the corner position, so you may as well let Sento start things off and not ever have to leave. Like, that was one bar setup right there. Corner position. Dexy's still on match point, but oh no, Sareena summon does go punish. Press the buttons for a second, Dexy. Wait a minute.
Oh, but no, luckily for Dexy, there was no full combo punish that happened there. That could have been a lot worse, but the ball roll gets him out, and once again, always favoring corner position, which is exactly what you need. This is another big damage string coming in.
Yeah, that was an early stand-up right there for MightYUnjust. The cross, I love these routes from Dexy, I'll be quite honest. That cross under every time. Good flawless block to avoid the chip damage, to reduce the meter that MightYUnjust is going to get. And a great stand one open will wrap this up. 3-1 victory here for dexydawg.
dexydawg does time and time again every week. But Ludi, another one. Ludi also here on that Sindel, we've known for quite a while, doing the same exact thing. It's going to be a very good one as we are out of season here, going back over to the Halloween party. Johnny K is not understanding that he needed to redecorate.
Every day is Halloween, okay? It's totally fine.
Oh, you're one of those? Okay.
It's Nightmare Before Christmas.
And you know what? Because you followed up with that, I'll give you a plus like 2 to your house. But yes, right now. Speaking of plus 2, we got some decent plus frames that can normally come out while backed up by Sub-Zero, but that does mean the turn gets relinquished after that. It's not super safe.
Back to the starter here with the freeze. Yeah, I mean, we got the strong life lead, so we kind of just hold back against Ludi. And go ahead, keep throwing these fireballs if you want to. I'll neutral jump. I'm not going to come over there until you make a mistake. And now while you're invisible, big confirms, builds up a little bit of extra meter.
This is one of those matchups where, on paper, you think, I have to keep Smoke out, right? Like, I have to keep him out, force him to teleport recklessly, make it so his approach is weird. But you can't do that against JustNasty, so you have to play the mid-range game, and Sindel can do that. But establishing that against a very aggressive Smoke player can be very difficult. But there we go, finally that mid-range game you were just talking about finds its mark for the count of 350 plus.
Knocked out Woody while riding the Roomba. Oh, excuse me, Aaron Black on the Roomba. Nice aerial combo, 348. Jeez. All right, nice up block here. Gonna get a full punish. Same side, no sides. I was gonna say, I'm expecting a side swap here. Now we're in Viz, got the overhead confirmed. Stand 3.
Yeah, when people talk a ton about how Smoke early on was like the Scorpion of MK11 for MK1, as we see this fatal blow get ready to close out this round, I agree with that sentence, but for a different reason. Everybody referred to Smoke that way because he was the casual all-star, if you will, of online Kombat League, right? But they go for so many restands now off of the Invis setups that it actually does feel like you're playing the Vortex 50-50 game that Scorpion's been known for years. And JustNasty is one of the pioneers of making that whole setup look extremely frustrating to fight against.
Yeah, if it wasn't frustrating before, because as you recall, you and I both have been here for each week of JustNasty leveling up the Smoke play. It used to be that I guarantee blisters. It was the Sega Genesis ad with the thumbs that were all blistered up and band-aided. Like, that was how JustNasty was doing Vicious Vapor cancels to begin with. And now we're seeing more of the invisibility setups, keeping the opponent guessing because they can't see. But, like, yeah, JustNasty's control of the neutral is so important in every encounter that they go up against, and it's backed by great cameo picks that are matchup dependent.
I mean, you think about it, right? Like, if you do a mix-up too often, it's not a mix-up anymore. It's obvious. And with the constant vicious vapor cancels, easy to check. I mean, obvious pressure too when everybody's got a pattern with zoning, and JustNasty finds the jump in.
No, yo, I don't even know where we're at,
Bro,
honestly.
How do you block what you can't see? How do you block what you can't see? You can't, because you don't know what the hell's going on. You have to guess. That's all you can do.
You can't block because you're frozen. Like, you're stuck in this. How are you supposed to block that?
Oh, man.
Just simply block. I'm frozen, Ajax. I can't.
You know what? If you believe hard enough, anything is possible. If you believe hard enough, all your buttons are plus. And if you believe hard enough, you too can block when you're frozen.
Can't have any of that. I've been going through that in Grand Blue right now. I'm sick and tired of y'all pressing on plus buttons. Gosh darn it. That just means my pressure is not good. All right,
Look,
anyways, pick up.
And if you don't want to believe hard enough in Grand Blue, pick near. There you go. We got great game round number 2 here, and game number 2, JustNasty continuing to take the games, but Ludi looking very solid as the matches progressed. Once again, though, as I say that, proceeds to drop a normal anti-air bread and butter combo. So I'm so sorry for complimenting anybody today.
Look, even if you're up in the skies, we're still going for this back 3 starter. Nice duck on the fireball, but again, I am bewildered by the decision making of JustNasty because we get hit full screen by low hat. Do you know? What do you know that I don't know?
Everything. Right now, J3 coming in. Not really much comes out. 2 of them coming in, just showing you that she still got those. Maybe, you know, however many thousands of years old, but still limber as ever.
No. Yeah, has to hold that one. The follow-up, though. Very rare follow-up for Sindel.
Yeah, forward 1 usually just, oh, this is gonna hurt. We got 1 bar available and sub. I decided to go for the mix. Actually, mix equaled game. I actually liked that more, but might end up costing himself here.
Armored up. It's a free vicious vapor, but definitely gonna get interrupted here with that back one. All right, good start.
Yeah, forward 1 actually on the hair there, like it's so consistent. I'm just kind of checking that position. Down 3, you know, we talked about weird poke tools on lows. Down 3 from Sindel. Yet another weird one with the range that it has on that hair.
Yeah.
It's like you know, that reminds me of like the range of down 4 from the old days of like Mileena, and I don't like that. But luckily you can't confirm the same way that you used to with that. I don't think JustNasty's not blocked a single one of those setups, so that's like huge opener that Ludi's not been able to get because of that.
Yo, how many resets are we gonna put in this invisibility situation here? Ludi gonna get opened up time and time again. Nice, got the freeze. I'm back to aerial combo commitment.
Where is he? Nobody knows. Forward 1 gonna get pushed back. Yeah, you have to break there. You don't want to relinquish this around. There's a low fireball after it. Yep.
No.
I honestly thought he was gonna punish that off a teleport, but he was already jumping there.
Right now is not a good call for down back 4 because you don't have the meter to get the full pickup. So while you can do it, you're gonna put yourself in a pretty risky situation because at that point, like, you should be able to recover, especially after the regular fireball from Sindel.
We're not gonna be able to finish that. This is yeah, no, if you flawless block that, you can absolutely steal the round back, but he found the range on the flexible queen herself, getting the closeout. That's the 3rd time tonight we've seen that brutality come through. It's been the new favorite for them so far. And just for a warning for chat, if you say that Smoke is a Mickey Mouse character too loud, Disney will in fact show up and steal you from chat. So don't, you know,
unless of course you mean Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, yeah, you meant Steamboat Willie, right? Like that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Because then you're good. Then you're good. I mean, it's literally he's driving a steamboat which has smoke. No, I'm just kidding. It's steam, but just bear with us.
It's like smoke. Yeah, smoke.
It's kind of like smoke. It looks like it. So just you got to change it up a little bit with your description. That's all I'm saying. We want to keep you safe, so you don't get caught by Moneybags. That's a great name to follow up on that discussion. All right, speaking of Moneybags, both of them trying to get in that bag as we got the winter holiday special one right there in the background with the Christmas tree. Everybody trying to get some gifts themselves, and you can help with that by using more of those Bandinoz codes as we're here in round number 3.
Yep, as we start things off in Whoville, nice pickup. Already got that 50% life lead starting out here, and beautiful block from JustNasty.
Ayo, hey, you bringing up Whoville? Ayo, Grinch from Mortal Kombat though? All I'm saying, that might work. Just trust me, just hear me out. All right.
Got to interrupt the stand. Someone tries to get the pickup here. Anyways, nice. I thought it was an up block for sure, but that definitely was not it. Just a regular block from Ludi. Okay. Screen scenario. Life lead is in favor of JustNasty right now.
It is, and also something real small. I never really noticed how many skull ornaments they have on there. I knew they were there. I just didn't realize how many they had there. We're trying to add another one to the tree in a second because looks like this round might be over and forfeit for JustNasty, as the first round here in game number 3 is going to go to Ludi, who has been improving each match so far against JustNasty.
Beat stagger, got the armor cartwheel. Follow up as well. Goes aerial, down back 2, starts things off. Continues the pressure immediately, but does get the oh shoot, I'm trying to remember, it was the low. That's back 2-3 is what we started out with.
Now we're gonna have to deal with yet another mix-up game. The jumps, oh, and just catching them slipping, bro. This is that mini game we talked about before. It's essentially a vortex machine. You're constantly forced to stand up and just guess.
Can't believe down 2, just full send from Ludi to try to stop the pressure from JustNasty here. Oh, up block on the fireball there. Just wanted to stand up and probably just muscle memory a bit right there. No follow-up with the back 2.
Yeah, no meter available.
Throw.
Yeah, if JustNasty's still able to close it on that throw, like you said, I was actually staring hard body down at that at the bar there. If Ludi burned those 3 bars, that actually would have been a huge W for JustNasty because he wouldn't have noticed he did a combo there.
Try to go for the up block, and definitely gonna get 4-1 right for your troubles here with the scream right after.
All right, it's mini game time, but that mini game has been passed every single time for JustNasty so far.
Jeez, dropped a little bit too early right there. Nice pickup from Ludi though. Scream restand. Too far away. This is opportunity for JustNasty, but the up block.
That's a lot of damage that could have been left on the table. All right, back 2 goes once again for the mix, but not gonna get caught again, and JustNasty gonna box his way out because of that last mix-up. Ludi actually had to burn a bar, so you just go all the way you can with this before the breaker.
Cold shoulder just for the safety, able to duck some of these fireballs. To get that full screen situation, getting caught by low hat is tough to navigate there, but I get it, right? You go full screen because it's easier to react to full screen fireballs and kind of navigate that space when you're waiting for armor to show back up. Ooh, yeah. But no, down back 4 interrupt because that could have been caught. And yeah, down back 2 can get shut down with the air fireball. Ludi taking the lead 2-1.
Yeah, 10 set once again. This is yet another player we've talked about who is always in that top 3 category, but sometimes has to take that top 3 trip through the loser side. Ludi also somebody who we see every single week, if not in top 8, on their way to top 8 and running into maybe a crucial matchup along the way.
Right.
But currently up 2-1, that would be a fantastic position to get in the winter semis and continue to move forward because this is definitely one of the, not that we haven't seen great weeks from Ludi before, but this is one of the better weeks since like the early weeks that I've seen out of him so far.
Things off here. Ludi with the lead. Ludi definitely figuring things out. Like I said, strong matchup against JustNasty right now. Double low fireball here. Let's be careful. Nope. Don't forget the follow-up too. Again, it's so rare to see a Sindel follow up after Lustshake with the follow-up right after.
Trying to get that damage on the board, and you know, JustNasty actually just today or yesterday was talking about how Smoke Scorpion might actually be the wave, and it might not be Sub-Zero as much anymore, so we're gonna see the Scorpion come out here when the time is the roughest. Back pressure strings though. One thing that does, of course, come into play, excuse me, in this situation is that is an uncheckable scenario that you can walk through. You have to now block those because you don't have the Sub-Zero armor anymore.
Back to not look at that.
Forward one just to try and check any approach, but that's gonna get caught on the way back down. Flight cancel into the drop down, and that's going to be one more round away from Ludi taking this 3-1. JustNasty has something to say about though. I mean, in this position, like, even though Scorpion is not finding its mark, I think JustNasty's neutral game and pressure are good enough. It's all about getting this damage output in the corner.
Yeah, really trying to catch up here. Got that nice. Gonna get that invisibility opportunity. Full pickup the stand 3-2. Go for grab. Get another down back. Oh, actually sending full damage here. A very rare route for JustNasty. Usually going for another setup into invisibility, but committing to that 400 damage.
Yeah, I actually like that there too. And because he only had to use Scorpion, he gets to keep 2 bars in his name. So he gets to try and forcefully make sure he closes out this round. The zoning war, but because you're in a zoning war, this is a perfect opportunity for JustNasty to kind of just walk back and look for his opportunity. And there we go. Okay, so JustNasty not out of this just yet.
Fight.
Back to does connect here.
He jumps twice in a row. Oh, it hits Lau in the way too. That's gonna only pause him for a moment though, because Lau does not take long. I think we send the damage here. Yeah, we use Scorpion, maybe spend the one more bar. No, doesn't even need it. 467.
Here, yeah, it's so tough to block in that situation, expecting the hat to come through first.
You know, considering the fact he blocked it every other time, something had to give at some point. That's like just a testament to how good his defense has been so far. But this is a big opportunity here. You had to break there. That was essentially the round. He has the one bar that's only to get out. Throw won't kill here. He has one more time to try and get it done.
Screwed situation. One touch is all that JustNasty needs. Has plenty of health to keep up with it. Does have one bar, so a down back 4 potential. Down back 2, of course, to get that armor as well. Well, the overhead confirmed. Good stuff here from JustNasty to tie it up 2-all.
Bro, that overhead is slow as hell, but because of how long it can linger, it's a great anti-air tool. And the first time he did that in the match, so that's something you just don't expect. It's not what you see coming. And JustNasty brings us to game number 5 to keep this going. I also find it extremely comical that I just read a Raiden player from Turkey Sucks saying Smoke did 50. We gotta ban that now. That's crazy, bro.
Y'all missed out on so much on day 1. I'm telling you, I can tell who went to the lab on day 1 and who went.
Oh, excuse me. Omni player, my fault, King. Okay, we have moved past our past transgressions.
Slinkoi aggression worries me.
Actually, is Turkey in bracket? Because that's somebody I usually am used to seeing in these top 8s. Of course, another very talented player in bracket. No, just spectating you speak. All right. But
don't disrespect on the turn.
My fault, King. All right, so we've got game number 5 here. Ludi and JustNasty going at it, and again, you know, Ludi was able to answer, but this swap over to Scorpion looking phenomenal. A lot of it was mostly off the mixes though, but the damage was crazy.
Jeez. Oh no! The fireball juggle does continue. No up block on the down back too, but it does find this opening here for JustNasty. And yeah, the damage output increasing exponentially because of the Scorpion assist here.
That's been a big part of the name of the game, but if you are locked down in the corner with no bar for breaker, you gotta hold all this. This route will not kill, so you have to go for the mix, and that's gonna cover the teleport out too. Bloody, a match point.
Yeah, one of those situations, darn if you do, darn if you don't. All right, we're getting out of this corner spot here with the Scorpion Spear. Something ground cover, but now you gotta play through this bullet hell again.
Normally, I'd get very confused by that, but because the round ended on a side switch that wasn't intended for JustNasty to be in the corner, I don't think he felt comfortable with pressuring there, so he wanted to reset huge, but he put himself in the corner.
Hey, well, I mean, you go for that jump 3 and then immediately cancel back into down back 4 to avoid the low half, but yeah, to your point, you're put in the corner. That's a big opportunity for Ludi to kind of smother a lot of what makes smoke so scary. Trying to find our time. Nice. Got the teleport in.
Quick recognition on that
No!
throw. Oh, that could cost you the round. He does not have the bar to block this. He's going to have to deal with one more mix from Lau.
I'm surprised we didn't do the down 4-1 to get the hard knockdown after the throw set up there, because he could have done the throw, the stand 1, down 4-1 hard knockdown. But Ludi taking it 3-2 over. That was just too big picture, and no. Lo and behold, we got frost pressure. It's real, but it's backed by Goro pressure from Transright's 50 here on Kung Lao.
One of the, this is like the duo, other than Lau teaming with himself. Of course, Kung Lao, backed up with the Kung Lao cameo, is very strong, but the plus frame machine, including the combo extender that is Goro, just works for everything that Kung Lao wants, and is going to be one of the best ways to trying to make sure you get those dubs against someone like Johnny Cage.
Indeed. Oh my goodness, you can't be throwing hats at the guy that shadow dashes right through him. A good pickup here, especially with the Goro assist.
Cost the Shaolin shimmy to close it out. Love that, just love that name so much. Gotta mention it at least once. And that is now 3 for 3. That string is, even if you screw that up, Goro keeps it safe. That's why that is one of their best go-tos with them, because you can either, you don't have to believe in the string. You just need to know you send Goro and something good will happen.
Stagger pressure does work out a little bit here for Transright. Nice back four. Still made safe with Goro right after. At that range, though, you don't necessarily need to back up your back four with the cameo assist. It's hard for a lot of characters to go for a punish. Johnny might be like a little bit of an exception if the opponent is ready for it, wants to go for the shadow kick. Nice pickup here. No break, no ender here because we got the immediate break.
Every single time, the answers from Transrights have been pretty much on the money. Like, you either A, try to check me and you get comboed away, or B, the full screen hats have been a perfect answer of whenever Johnny's tried to set up Frost. So Pulse has kind of been forced to play an honest game, but this is no honesty here. Oh no, no follow-up.
Nice. Shaolin shimmy interrupt here. Good pickup for Transrights to get the first game.
Yeah. Take that W every day of the bank. We do get a little bit more time frame on watching this match, of course, as the Fatal Blow will be finishing this up. But I think Pulse was playing fine, but I don't think there was a single time full screen where Pulse was comfortable enough to be able to actually like go for it. Oh, you got, yeah, you're OD. Yeah. we just watched like a solid minute plus more than what we probably had to watch, but I respect it because the Fatal Blow plus the fatality to send a message to Pulse right away here in round number 1.
Who's the sleeper account? Who is this? Transright's 50 coming out here with a level 0 account. Nah, who is this?
You know what?
UFA players are out here.
Hey, you know what? Let them cook. That's what we're seeing right now. At the moment, the gameplay has been phenomenal. It's looking very good here from Transrights. Pulse, gonna have to answer back. It's been a bit rough trying to solve what has been very good gameplay from Transrights so far.
This is a Shiraryu Sunday player, of course, too. It's pretty high in those brackets to start things out, but no, good first game for Transrights. No down two, tries to go for air to air, excuse me. I think we're trying to go for a jump one. Full screen situation, just gonna have to duck. Massive lead for Pulse. Sitting very comfortable right now. And one thing to call out too, or at least mention, Transrights is actually low blocking every single one of the low Frost assists. So that's something that's gonna probably sit in the back of Pulse's mind. So we'll see less full screen interaction from Pulse in this matchup in particular.
Yeah, I mean, Pulse playing much better that time round for a good while, and kept the lockdown. That was the big thing, just making sure that Transrights was stuck in the corner. But now, same thing, entering back. We got that back 2-4 string for the launcher off that knee to kind of lock him down. And there we go once again, coming in with the low-high mix, and Pulse kind of struggling a little bit here in the corner. This is 2 games in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that is the sweet spot for Kung Lao for sure. Shaolin Shimmy does wrap this up, because you can constantly, delay pressure, keep poking at the opponent in the same fashion that Pulse wants to with Johnny Cage, but you're backed up with the safety net that is Goro. Nice. Got to jump in from Frost to make sure that we're safe on the string pressure. You don't get to interrupt. Tilt and double not going to work out here for Trans Right, so we get the full follow-up here with the star power activation from Pulse.
We'll go for the restand 2 into the stand 1, and well, it is never your turn against Johnny normally. It's surely not your turn once you see him in this position, and you're going to have to break there to make sure the round doesn't go to a close, but Pulse has the ability to break at any time with the full bar.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tall order for Trans Rights, and that's not the Goro assist I think we were looking for there.
Not going to get the safety net that is usually Goro out of every single situation, but Pulse, not too surprised, of course, after round 1 that kind of was, I won't say shocking. I think Trans Rights played that match incredible, but Pulse just kept getting checked in spots where you maybe thought you had a pretty safe position to go for, you know, full screen or mid-range. Every mid-range time, Pulse got punished. The second game, Pulse played like 2 character lengths away that said, I do not care about your kick into Goro. I'm going to force you to have to play my game.
Bro, didn't we just say that Hourglass was not in this bracket?
Yeah, Hourglass wasn't in the bracket. It was
Hourglass is in the bracket.
What do you mean? I saw DQ earlier.
No one's sneaking into the bracket. That's how it is.
Hourglass Raiden quit literally says DQ.
Looking at.
Oh, DQ'd out of winners.
Winners.
Side, oh, so Hourglass Raiden still in loser side. Okay, never mind. All right, well, we still get more Hourglass Raiden. Okay, well.
Losers about to be volatile, but this match is just as volatile here with the pickup from Goro.
Losers is actually a hellscape right now. Like that is 3 people. Let's count that out. 3 who have all won TNS before, who were in loser side, vying for a position to get back up to the top. That is not a good time.
Got that corner position as well. Stagger pressure, but no confirm to finish the round here. There it is, the down 3.
And the weight there on the parry, not getting caught by that, not letting Pulse sneak his way out of corner for free. They gotta deal with that, of course.
Did not get called out for the up block opportunity there. Could have up blocked right there, but Trans Right's gonna hold on to this position. Down 1 interrupt on the low starter from Kung Lao. Oh no, you did have Goro ready, but didn't get punished, so I guess count your lucky stars here.
It's all about making sure if you shut down EX, Shell, and Shimmy into Goro, most of Lao's safety net is kind of shut down. That's kind of what Pulse's game plan has been so far, but Trans Rights has not really given a damn about that. We're going to wake up with the hat toss, but immediate check right back. Time to get restood. Oh, no. Oh, God. Good luck. That's really all we can say there is good luck and hope you get out because, well, you're probably not. Pulse is going to put himself back into an even position here.
Final round, fight.
Gotta imagine, yo, you gotta deal with 4-3 on Frostbomb. You have to deal with a throw into attack on Frostbomb. Or you have to try an EX wake up and maybe get blocked into Frostbomb. Right. That setup is awful. That's so good.
Got the haymaker follow up. Nut punch big, jump in though. The jump 2, not gonna find the mark. We still got our throw. Good life lead for Pulse. We're trying to stay away from the shallow and shimmy range. I get it, right? Because you want to force the whip punish opportunity. Be in a safe distance away from Goro so you can on reaction go for shadow kick. But we got the restamp, frost ball set up.
Yep, there it is. We just talked about it. It's either the throw or you try to check your way out with maybe a down 1. Doesn't matter though, because 4-3 is going to be there to catch it meaty, and then you got to eat the ball. But Trans Rights confirming into the fatal blow. This one does scale kind of hard, but because it was at 160, I don't believe there's a world where we have to worry about the stack kill.
Yeah, so real quick, in that corner situation in particular, if the opponent opts to not throw, you can block, and it will block that ice ball. It's the interactions that if you get teched out or if you get caught in the throw that you're going to get frozen. Low ice will kill here. Pulse taking that second game for themselves. 2-1 lead.
I knew that string scaled really hard, but what the hell? That thing scaled down to 372. Dude, what? So Pulse actually getting the walk away with that W because, you know, you assume maybe with 160 left you were fine, but nope. And it's gonna be Pulse moving up in the round count here with 2-1 in the set, trying to get into winners finals. So Trans Rights just barely missing being the one up in the 2-1 position.
The gateway.
I need a great female martial artist. Know any?
You need to meet Raiden's sister.
Raiden, sit. Oh wait, what? Hey yo, wait no. Hey yo, who's Raiden's sister?
Huh?
What the hell?
You talk about Raiden's sister? This is the first time you heard about that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really look at all of the intros.
Unbelievable.
I don't play Lau or Johnny, bro. Right now, as we learned about family matters in the holiday season from Raiden and Kung Lao's apparent interest in it, we're going to see Trans Rights continue to pressure, but finally a parry on the low-high mix, and that's a free setup. We don't send it into Frosto, of course, because we don't have the restance.
That's that pressure once again. Roll through. Interrupt here, but not able to pick it up with that shallow shimmy. Not enough hit stun on the down 3. Actually, I think that was down 4. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's a checkmate scenario. Once you get put into that situation, you have to deal with the plus frames off of Goro, and well, actually not plus frames, just the safety net of Goro, and you're basically playing for a trade to win, and that's what Trans Rights knew would come out of that situation. Early up in the round, never drops the combo. Bah! I love the end of that. It's so good. Why don't I play Kung Lao?
There's so many fun characters in the roster.
There's too many.
Good duck. Again, down 3. Just stop you in your tracks.
Down 1, checking, of course. Nobody can go into a trade war with Johnny Cage down 1. But these pokes back from Kung Lao, trying to keep him locked down. Actually, that was one of the first dive kicks we've seen. Like, I think in the set as an air-to-air check. And Trans Rights not gonna close it just yet, but we're pretty near what is about to be a potential game number 5, and that's gonna get it with the EX Shaolin Shimmy. I too would like to know whose account this is that is currently playing right now, because you're phenomenal and this has been a great gameplay so far, but I'm wondering which one of y'all snuck in the bracket? Who's up here in game number 5 here against Pulse with this incredible Kung Lao, as we have winner semis of Pulse versus Trans Rights. Trans Rights looking good enough there to get maybe one step closer to that winner's final set.
Yes, indeed. All right, so tied up, 2-all.
Kung Lao, Johnny Cage.
Right.
No swapping of... Oh, we got Kung Lao game. Excuse me. So instead of this Frost, which I think we got a lot of great mileage out of, but I think we're going to go for that, comfort food that is Kung Lao pressure from Pulse.
Yeah, I think the Frost looked great whenever the corner setups were there and you got the damage in, but the full screen game was a bit harder to fight without that, and right now, we're already learning EX Shaolin Shimmy does not give a damn about Lao's hat at mid-range either.
Stagger once again. Try to bait out like an up block potentially, or try to get Trans Rights to stand up. Nice. Get down 3. Go.
All right,
4 to end things off.
One good sweep away from maybe taking away this W from Pulse, who has been looking phenomenal throughout each one, but getting checked here by Trans Rights.
There's down 1. Stagger pressure. One more time. Goes for the haymaker. Not finding the mark, but again, got to remember that Shaolin Shimmy is on deck, especially with the Goro assist backing up. A little bit of time before Goro comes through, so we can go charge hat, dash up, pressure.
Here we go, forward 3 string. No meter or Lao to back it up, so you have to just kind of let that one rock early. It's just not the prime position for Pulse though, but the dash back to play around the overhead sweep. Here we go, pressing buttons out of Lao hat, so this is a big opportunity to get some damage in. That's gonna close out the round. Game number 5, last round. Gonna have asked for better.
Final round. Fight.
Full screen situation, able to duck. Nice, that Lao hat coming in the nick of time here. Pulse able to carry to the corner, and too far away for Goro to keep the Shaolin Shimmy safe, so we will be able to get a significant combo
Yeah, 352 and potentially more off this setup here, but the down 2, you'll take that trade any day of the week, but it ends up instead in Transrite's favor. There's 2 bars on Johnny, so that means there's no breaker to be found, and that's a lot of damage you have to eat. All the way up to 387, trying to cover on the wake up with Hat 2. This is an extremely intense last round. This will not kill here with the throw.
Back, side kick, but does got the shimmy.
Forced to break. Not really much else you can do there. The fatal blows are on both sides. Any stray hit can lead to a kill. Right now we're in the zoning where you have to back it up behind the low hat.
Down 1 pickup. No, actually missing out on the opportunity for Shaolin shimmy. A 3-2 victory for Pulse.
I almost said Ludi. No, all names, nobody has a name anymore. Congratulations, all your names are forfeit. As we got Ludi coming in here with Kung Lao going up against dexydawg.
Nice, Mileena ball pickup here after the Sareena assist. Nice, Birds of Prey starter, of course.
Nah, you did not say Sareena and Mileena. Now that's truly gonna screw me up. But I mean, hey. Sareena and Mileena on Team Selena racking in that damage big time, and a big part of why dexydawg is here. Getting that W against MightyUnjust earlier in a pretty convincing fashion as the match progressed.
Very
blocking
difficult.
those.
Yeah, that's a hard to blockable situation right there. Good pickup. Ludi trying to make the most of what's left of their life in another low hat mix.
You know, when JustNasty blocked every one of those and you had to do it playing honest neutral for a while, and then now you don't have to. Well, you take that. But because of the fact that Mileena also doesn't have the most honest neutral game, she can sneak in some damage very quick, and that's going to be dexydawg taking that first round.
The Ducks. Great patience from Ludi before we start firing off another fireball war here.
Floating behind the low hat, try and find an opener there, but instead we're going to cash in Sareena, which means we got big hit damage inbound into a full corner here. We talked about it before. dexydawg is very consistent at those combos, especially for corner routes, but decides to go full screen with it again.
Goes for the point. So that homie in the background right there. All right, low hat with mid fireball.
I honestly, I don't know what Dexy's looking for. I kept, like, usually when you're fighting up against a zoner like that, you're trying to look for, like, a Mileena ball on reaction. But you can't do that when Lao Hat is so fast on recharge. So I'm wondering what Dex is hunting for here in neutral. It seems to be the size, but those don't go full screen anymore. So what do you do here?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, right, you have to throw out for meter size.
Oh, there it is.
That's another one, too. Again, the aerial Mileena ball, that's another pick. One stagger pressure, though, works out for Dexy. Didn't duck the high, so, which is interesting because Ludi was doing a lot of low ducks against, gosh, another opponent earlier in the bracket.
You know, it took me until quite literally the time frame to go away for me to realize the win condition. Dexy said, I'm going to get the lead, and I'll play the time. You can zone me all the hell you want, but I don't have to move forward.
Exactly.
And hey, timer is a win con. As frustrating as it can be, it's still a win condition you play to.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that, right? The situational awareness throughout this bracket. I do believe Dexy was also running down clocks anyways before, too, in previous sets. They noticed the time, said, all right, cool. I'll just chill out. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's a W for me and an L for you to hold at the end of the day. Therefore, I will play to exactly that. And Dexy moving himself up in a much better position here with a 1-0 lead, because that means if you continue to play that play style, the stamina war will start to kick in, and the frustration bit will start to kick in. And it'll make people less inclined to want to zone for too long, because you're like, all right, what the hell? I have to move forward now.
Nice duck. No anti-air. Tried to go for an up block, and still Ludi was able to come through. Yeah, and once it came down, it was easy to jump in there.
Yeah. Once again, big hit damage into a setup. That is now, I believe, 4 for 4. Wendy's special of not blocking the low hat on the low-high mix. Do you not block it again? That time you just had to jump out, and back 2 was actually there to cover it.
Can't believe the Mileena ball did not work out here for Dexy. This is a starter. Lots of work to do. We've seen this cross-under situation work out for them before. Back forward does whiff entirely, but gives the opportunity to challenge. One touch is all that Ludi needs and will succeed there. Only 5 health was left. Had to maintain close proximity to Ludi if we wanted to continue pressure and try to make that comeback.
Man, good job of also kind of playing around like Dexy's. I mean, the main poke game for Mileena is forward one and back one. You just have to figure out where they're trying to start. And if you kind of go let them pressure you for free, you're going to struggle. But with Sareena in the background, you don't have to worry about that so much. So Ludi's kind of been now starting to recognize most of the combo starters have been full screen ball or the Sareena, but there we go. Not too much out of it though.
Yeah, good armor cartwheel there. Goes for the high setup with the float. Yeah, that down 3, not gonna hit. Just drawing the line, keep the space, and able to interrupt on at least one Sareena assist.
Back 2 combo starter. So you expect the delay of the hat. That's the mix in of itself though. That's the first time the back 2 happens, so you have to deal with the float. Finally blocking it though.
Got the low. I mean, the hard to blockable is blockable, but just, you know, it's all dependent upon the person sending it out. Explosive start, but the exact same situation as the last round with Dexy a single touch away. Gonna have to maintain this close proximity to Ludi. The up block does get scooped up. That's an extra grip of damage.
This is fully doable all of a sudden.
There's Sareena summon, but only gonna lock down Sindel. We got the full charge, and yeah, that basically sealed your fate right there.
That was almost such an incredible call from Dexy, but because of the fact that the Lao was out, it forced Dexy to have to wait a little bit longer, trying to turn into the blur before calling Mileena Sonic in that situation. The homing attack, though, was a little bit too late, and Ludi was able to take it. However, that was so close to such an incredible comeback from Dexy.
Yeah, I mean, both situations in that game, Dexy had like a tall order, one touch away from death, but again, just like you said, that spin in the air, just kind of locking you down into a position where Ludi just had to block. And good on Ludi, because a lesser player would have tried to overextend or try to anti-air in that moment, but you know, the awareness from Ludi, just, all right, I gotta block it. There's nothing you can really do to me here as long as I'm blocking.
As I said, it's a lot of times when you get in those spots, it really is just a throw doesn't kill me and a poke doesn't kill me or something like that. So you just wait it out and let them get reckless. They have to find the big combo starter.
Stand one does get blocked. We got the forward one here from Ludi and get full screen scenario. Nice block on the Mileena ball. We tried to confirm, expecting the Sareena assist to hit, but Dexy was not recognizing the situation here. That wasn't going to be able to follow up with that. Nice with the stand one confirmed.
Yeah, very weird timing. Got to get on the roll of the ball, but not a bad timing at all for the GOAT, JWong himself. It's coming in with the rate of 94. Thank you so much. If y'all weren't aware, by the way, Justin Wong, quite the Street Fighter 6 commentator who doesn't let himself get enough credit after that incredible job at DreamHack That's last weekend. So I don't need to give him enough praise. You already know who the GOAT is. Go ahead and drop some love to JWong as well as dexydawg closes up that round there in game number 3.
Yeah, good Mileena ball right there to take the round. Strong life lead too into that. All right, good pick up with the anti-air ball. Bird of Prey starter.
Right now, there you go, catching the big damage off of Sareena. Of course, we're going to go ahead and go. Actually, we're going to go back to center. Usually, a big part of what Dexy will do is to go for the full screen into corner carry. But realizing it's a little too far away, you still take a casual 440 though.
Yeah, I see a lot of Mileena players kind of sit around in the mid screen really, because then you have free reign to go for your left-right opportunity for being able to side swap your combos. Like you get to pick up a ball, so okay, cool. I'm still in the middle. I'm not putting myself in a dangerous situation for attempting this, especially too when you think about it coupled with teleports. You're not sticking yourself in the corner. You still have a little bit of breathing room, even if the opponent blocks it. Nice, holds the spin. Does get the confirm right after. Not going to kill quite yet, but Bird of Prey starter. No backup with Sareena because we're not going to get the confirm.
Yeah, that was your proper homing attack right there from Sonic, but it's not going to close it out yet. Down 3 a little bit too far away to get a follow-up, and Sareena gets punted in the face, but Dexy taking the round. And actually, I just realized too, a big part of the difference between Dexy and, like, say, Hourglass Raiden. Hourglass Raiden uses Lao, and that Lao allows you to go for the cartwheel knockdown, into the guaranteed high-low mix. It doesn't matter where you are on screen. But because you're using Sareena, you have to play in the most questionable way to say it, the most honest neutral you can, because Mileena doesn't play honest neutral. So trying to force that is usually not great. So playing in the corner is a lot better. But,
yeah, it's so difficult to play that neutral game because of how many high starters she does have. Her Bird of Prey starter is honestly the one starter that does hit mid, but her strings get so iffy because sometimes they have the overheads available into them. Sometimes they go low as well. It's very difficult to kind of defend against if you're not aware of the routing that she can take.
We'll see what the answer will be here in game number 4. Ludi, very much so last time, had a similar situation against JustNasty where the adaptation kept coming in as the match progressed. But Dexy, on the same token, also had that same thing happen with MightyUnjust, where it went game number 5, forcing Mighty off of that Johnny Cage, and only got better with each match. So I'm expecting Ludi to maybe push this to game 5, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dexy stops it. However, biasly, I want that game.
Down 3, like you're talking about too, that extended reach, beautiful restand confirmed. Take to the skies, coast to coast with the Kung Lao setup.
Right, starting to finally block those 2-0. Like before, it was like no matter what, that was guaranteed. But that's, I think, the last 2 or 3 in a row that Dexy's blocked.
Is that down 3 again?
Keeping it semi-safe with the low fireball, but this is a perfect call on Ludi. You did a healthy dose of fireballs to get Dexy to have to jump, and then canceling immediately into forward 1 to confirm that matchup.
I got the full spin too. Yeah, because we tried to go through with Mileena ball on those fireballs, but the height that Ludi was setting it up and getting Dexy comfortable trying to walk down Ludi. Nice trade-off here. Does snipe Sareena.
That aerial ball has been so good for Dexy so far. We're gonna have to deal with the back 1 string into the lows. Of course, that's not anything you have to worry about if you're already blocking it. That one down. But that's a full Sareena. There is not enough bars. That's the round as long as Dexy does not drop this. There we go.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Just outside of the range of the 4-1 from Sindel. And able to get that Sareena call out too. I mean, it's just send it, you're gonna get the confirm. And 4-1, one of those buttons from Sindel that just kind of lingers out there a little bit too long. There we go, not close enough for a confirm, and Sareena did get sniped out, but the second pizza did not come through.
I think you learned your lesson from last time too, where Dexy couldn't get that pickup into the ball, so it's like, don't send it. Sometimes you do just send it though. There's the ball, 213 for your trouble.
Go, but has to respect the hat, so can't follow through.
Aerial side, no follow after. You know, I'll take actually 111 off the 2 is actually kind of OD for that full screen between the low hat and the fireball. So maybe you don't want to just take that overtime.
The patience here from Dexy as they try to walk down Ludi. Oh, yeah, a little bit too far for the side there. I thought for sure Kung Lao was going to get called out.
Yeah, choosing your moments here is very crucial. With only 30 seconds left on the clock, this is pretty stressful.
About even on health here. Ah! So down 3, has to respect the cartwheel. Pressure does activate. Yeah, you're committed. Unfortunately, no confirm. But yeah, 15 seconds left on the clock. There's your throw to take the life lead here with 10 seconds left. You just can't get touched. Good ball. You jumped, you're gonna get caught, so now you have to return the favor.
I was just about to the cartwheel closes it out.
They are absolutely killing it. I mean, Ludi definitely a very consistent top 8 contender. Of course, Pulse traditionally up on the winner side of things here for top 8, but the fact of the matter is that you have the 3 previous champions on loser side, and of course they're slugging it out here. First game though.
And this is
versus Hourglass.
We mentioned it before, but it depended on the character. So if you try to fight Rain without Sub-Zero, you have to deal with a flurry of the make it rains, the down, down, into up, so he can drop the ball on you. Mileena would love for you to do that way too much, because she's going to snipe you, especially backed up by Lao, and Hourglass Rain is a patient enough player that he knows, but once he gets in, Zero, we've seen it many times over, your turn is forfeit for so damn long, it feels impossible to get it back sometimes.
Right. Oh, fastball. I was expecting a slam dunk coming through here, but didn't want to get punished. Nice grab. I mean, still a tall order. The stand one anti-air patent from Hourglass. So consistent with that.
Very, very consistent to the point where it's actually surprising whenever we see it drop. In Hourglass Raiden, they're going for the cross-up. It's not a cross-up, of course, you just hold the block button in this game, but getting out of the corner for free, essential and crucial when you fight up against someone like Raiden because of the mixes, but another stand one never leaves the damage left on the table, 260 off the anti-air jump in.
Fight.
Sub-Zero armor don't mean a damn thing to Rolling Thunder. The Mileena ball is so quick to punish any zoner for being too comfortable.
They got the full charge, restand. Able to go for the Whirlpool.
Alrighty, full screen once again. It actually looked like Bandinoz was trying to call out an aggressive wake up, like the way he backed up, which normally is, kind of reveals your wake up pressure. But I think Bandinoz has a good enough mix game that probably won't be the case.
Good aerial combo as well.
That's the round right there. I don't see Hourglass Raiden deciding to spend, even if he got the breaker. Yeah, that would have left you at 0.1. That's not worth it. So round number 3 here to start things off.
Sometimes your muscle memory betrays you, though. So.
So yeah, sometimes your finger is just sitting on the block button and then you let it go and now all of a sudden you are out. But we mentioned it before, man. I don't know if I see anybody utilize the Lao hat better than Hourglass Raiden. And I mean that. Like, the way that he finds openings with that is absurd.
Stagger pressure does work out here. We're playing this down one more and great down 3 because that's going to get the space that you need to back off pretty easily, right? You're not going to get challenged unless the opponent tries to go for down 3, but you're in a safe distance, so that opens the opponent up for a whip punish opportunity if they try to challenge it. Oh no. Yeah. Fortunately, had the break right there.
Yeah, mostly to just reset position, but this is a great eye. Yeah, 4-3 is going to lead to a bunch of damage. I think we're getting about 300. Don't even need it, though. We're going to get the setup. Actually, yeah, we do get 300. I was not lying. Does get the block, though. Stand one pressure check. You can spend that bar if you need to here.
Blocks, but 30 health left, down 1. Barely survived. That
blocks, though.
Was exactly what you needed to stay alive, but standing up at the wrong time. A down 1 finisher here. Bandinoz closing it out for the first game.
Bandinoz is nice with it. Like, Bandinoz is actually very nice with it. Playing up against someone like Hourglass Raiden, where, like we said, if you have the unfortunate bracket path of having to run into Hourglass Raiden, which everybody had to do in losers because the first round DQ, potentially just because he was running a little late, nobody has a good time. Hourglass Raiden is so oppressive. It's so hard to deal with. It makes Mileena look like one of the best rushdown style characters in the game, but it's mostly because of the backup of the Lao hat. Because Bandinoz has been able to get out of those situations often enough, the mid-range game is pretty good for Raiden in this matchup from what we're seeing.
Stagger pressure one more time here. Opens up. Wait a minute. We got hit, and the armor still showed up? Wait.
Look.
Immaculate timing from Sub-Zero, I guess.
He needs it, question mark? I don't know. But look, it's funny to watch because after Cyrax fell, you know, Raiden kind of disappeared from some, but Raiden, of course, always had Sub-Zero doing just fine. And
right.
Zero, I could have sworn, you know, Twitter and company told me that Lao Hat was useless now. I could have sworn that that was the case. Is that the case? I don't know. I feel like they would never lie to me, right?
Never. They would absolutely not lie to you at all. You know, everything is new and nothing is certain.
Yeah, you know, they just put plus frames are gone, you know, therefore lost creativity, right? Like, it definitely works, for sure.
Got the cartwheel overhead, not going to get the confirm. Try to get the Lao hat set up there. Wanted a little bit more hit stun than what we got out of that.
Right now, man, this is like most of the way that Hourglass Raiden uses it is as a guaranteed neutral win. It skips neutral essentially, but that's the classic. I tried to skip neutral Mileena ball, and even the best of them will get caught for it every once in a while.
We've had that happen a few times in this set so far. Hourglass will throw out just a a raw Mileena ball without any backup on it, and that's just a free punish for Bandinoz at this point. And it does add up over time. Like, you might not be getting significantly opened up by it every single time, but the game score shows differently. You're at a 1-game deficit right now. Try to take it back. What a jump in! Try to go for the stand 1 anti-air, which is usually fairly consistent, but jump 3 from Bandinoz. I'm gonna get a massive open.
His jump 3 game has been very good, but the back 1 pokes, of course, do deal with when you try to do scan 4 cancels way too damn much. Rain, a rare drop from Hourglass Raindell, but the forward 1 will find the mark, so all of a sudden, what was looking a little stressful has now evened itself back up.
Indeed. Good blocks here from Bandinoz. Way to thread the needle, but has to get this break. Another open for Hourglass. You could just sit in the water orb, low whirlpool to set things up and keep that approach honest from Hourglass. Overhead, still blocking low. That's a fair bet, honestly.
Yeah.
Instead of taking that, I take the low all day because you're gonna have the low block. Sure, you get opened up by overhead, but clearly the hit stun is not significant enough that you get opened up by the low hat right after.
Yeah, I would say it's all. Sometimes it's literally about picking and choosing where you're going to get hit, because the intentional damage can be the case, and minimizing that is crucial. Minimizing the threat of the low hat from Lao, the Sub-Zero has been plenty, but it's only going to come back just now, which means there was no time for it to last on reaction, and the perfect timing for Hourglass to still get the jump in.
What good defense again for Bandinoz. Although you're at a life deficit, still plenty of low whirlpools, making it difficult to throw out the hat, and unfortunately no Sub-Zero armor. 20 seconds left, and Hourglass doesn't need to make any approach whatsoever.
As we hit 16 seconds on the clock, we got 16 more Maturino codes still left to redeem. It's all free if you take your time out and go in there. Right now, this round could be free for one of these two, but right now we got to run in. We're going to get the pick up, and we're going to get enough damage. Yes, we are. The fatal blow. Snatch away, bro. Bandinoz, Himothy. They checked the DNA, 100% Himalayan. They must have amnesia because they forgot he's him. That was yet another clutch game from Bandinoz, bringing it all the way back and getting a lead here up against Hourglass and Rain 2-0 in this top 8. We talked a whole lot about all of the winners, but Bandinoz is out here, and shoutouts to Bionic Mondo, who knows exactly where those references came out. Thank you so much. If y'all have not watched, damn it, I can't remember what the hell it's called.
You don't even
Jacular Flow. Go watch Dracula Flow 3 and 4. It is a hilarious time that I didn't know I needed in my life until recently.
So thank you so much for the reference that I don't even know. Yay! Like, what?
Hey, you know what? The lines were still fire, though. That's all you need to worry about, because he is him. We got game number 3 here. Bandinoz up in what definitely would be an upset, at least for what we've seen so far here in this top 8.
Good flawless is able to answer right back. Stand 1 starter from Bandinoz. Fully charged, just barely in range. Has to go for the stand 4 to finish the combo.
Down 1 just to try and check Hourglass Rain for being a little aggressive on wake up. Throw tech, of course, coming in. Little too far away to get any follow-ups because it's a little delayed. Doesn't matter, though. The damage is finding its mark. It's slowly building up over time here for Hourglass.
Patience armored up one more time with the Sub-Zero assist. Try to draw the line. Good jump back, but ran into it. It's your own fault for getting called out. That's okay. We tried to get the with punish positioning here.
That's the whirlpool, the stagger out of the little leap at the end of that there, but Hourglass Rain not caring about that. There's another throw tech, though. They have not been letting any of these throws go through on both sides.
Right.
Well, this game is quite literally, this has not been a combo game at all. This has just been a quick poke game, but the fatal blow is going to get cashed out in round number 1 to guarantee Bandinoz solidifies it. Are you trying to tell me the only person Hourglass Rain could lose to is Rain himself?
Huh. Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm trying to think of a good tie-in for the name because you lose your own name, but I got nothing for you. I tried. I really reached into the dome for that one. I don't have it.
It's like everybody who can't stand fighting against a mirror match because they're afraid the other person's going to do something cooler than them. because Rain shares the same name, just can't beat the match. Yo, why'd that cloud last for so long? Wait, hold on. That's supposed to go away on like hit react. What the hell is that?
It's a storm brewing right there. Mileena is the rain shower, the rain of death.
I mean, it sure looked like it, the way that the aerial shuriken's be sneaking its way in. Here we go. There's not only one more break, but one more code redeemed. Thank you very much. But Bandinoz looking to do one of the near impossible tasks. There are not many people who could sport a 3-0 W, let alone a confident W against Hourglass of Rain. That future is slowly creeping in.
Back throw, hold the corner position with a deep jump and no up block this time from Hourglass. The stagger pressure does open up this time, huge. Bandinoz should be able to wrap this up, it certainly will. That is a 3-1. All right, there it is, 3-0 victory.
Does Shujinko let you go invisible?
Yes,
I'm pretty sure it does.
stealing invisibility.
Okay, hold up. If JustNasty's got invis strings with Johnny, that sounds like he's already top 1. But that sounds tier 0 type gameplay. I'm scared as hell about that.
So on paper, it sounds scary, right? Because you're not quite sure when the reset's coming, but you're also listening for the sound effect that Johnny puts out when he does his overhead. So for the most part, you're blocking low and then reacting to the whoom, like the lightsaber noise to block high here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the one that's going to get the most invisibility optimization is definitely going to be Smoke, because it is that misleading long distance pressure. Plus, you're backed by Stryker. 4-4.
Yeah.
Misses the down back 4. That's unfortunate.
That's something that bears bringing up in attention here. JustNasty is primarily known for using Sub-Zero, and earlier we saw him use that Scorpion. Stryker, though, has shown up, and surprisingly, the first Stryker up top 8, because Stryker has been the new hotness lately for everyone.
Yes. Absolutely. This is one of those where you can, again, you're worried about the challenges from Johnny, because Johnny can close the gap. And like I keep saying, Smoke is one of those characters that has so much versatility across the cameo cast. It's really going to be about what character you're going up against, because first and foremost, it's going to be about the neutral game that you represent with Smoke. And nice combo routing here for MightYUnjust with the invisibility on Johnny. Forward throw.
Wasted no time whatsoever. Shujinko coming in to give a little bit of a showstopper, but big punish on the teleport.
That's so unfortunate, but we got the Stryker to keep things safe. That's okay.
Firing blindly into the room. Who would have expected coming in from those grenades and getting Johnny, who could not be seen for a second.
Yeah, I think we go for the down back 4 there, because we're trying to shut down the Shujinko setup so Johnny doesn't get the invisibility. Got the back 3 starter. Overhead does get blocked, but we end our turn here. No up block from MightYUnjust. But the interrupt with the Stryker ambush can't actually go into fatal blow, and does succeed with the stand 4.
Bro, oh my god, I know we bring it up all the time, but the hilariousness of this man literally just being a cop, just showing up, firing on everybody with no fear. There's a little world ender powers, but that will do it. Okay, I had to question it earlier after the way that the other combos go. But we're going to be seeing JustNasty taking that in. You mentioned the ambush from Stryker, normally used in a very offensive playstyle. This one, Stryker was used almost exclusively on defense.
Yeah, I think you get a little bit of both when players are utilizing Stryker, because it is that active defense that's going to be a recurring theme that you see later on in the life of MK1. So you end your unsafe strings with Stryker to interrupt the opponent and to continue your pressure. But also while blocking, because it's ambush, Stryker comes out, tosses a grenade, and stops the opponent's offense. If the opponent gets a little cheeky with resets, you have a safety net. Well, I'm still blocking, but I'm going to summon this assist to make them stop entirely here.
See if he can repeat that same dub. MightYUnjust he stuck primarily with the Shujinko the first couple matches against Dexy earlier. Once it didn't work, he switched to Lao, if I remember correctly. And when that didn't work, he switched over to Kenshi. So if he goes down 2 here, I'm curious to see if we see the same thing happen. Bro, Stryker is literally a party pooper. Like you can't have any fun. You literally can't have any fun when Stryker's in the room.
But that's the point, right? So you don't have like a strong reversal with down back 2 necessarily. We've seen it interrupted a few times, and Stryker comes through to help you with that while blocking. Invisible Johnny. I mean, what is Johnny going to do except for charge up star power? And that's exactly what we saw here. Good duck. on Stryker's setup. Nice overhead, but not able to confirm. Unfortunate because we needed the Vicious Vapor follow-up there to push forward, and that's kind of the deal breaker here for watching a JustNasty match, is that sometimes they'll autopilot into a certain string because they don't expect the hit to confirm. So you're not always going to get 100% confirmed accuracy unless if JustNasty is committing to that string, knows for a fact that they're going to hit it. Down 3.
Shujinko having to eat getting hit there, just walked up and just punched him square in the face. Now it's JustNasty's opportunity to try and make something happen here in the corner.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, got the grenade to keep it safe. I like the lore that Stryker is on the run. Just some guy that is playing cop, not actually a cop. And they're trying to catch him. No, I'm helping.
Considering how little
with punish here.
Considering how little help he actually gave to his own partner Cabal, maybe he should be on the run. But right now, Stryker in the middle. Of course, I actually like that. Using the down 3 there to push him into the grenades to guarantee it was going to work. But stand 1 anti-air, that moves so fast and works almost every time. And now, all of a sudden, Stryker not finding its mark to help him out a few times where he needed it. Bro, look, there's no world where I can ever sit here and take that fatal blow from Shujinko seriously. Like,
who was this, McGruber? McGruber out here with throat rips? Are you kidding me?
Bro, like, the throat rip is one thing, right? But like the multi-punches, like Shujinko is like one of the goats. Like, again, Conquest mode from Deception was phenomenal. But those punches look so goddamn goofy. They look like they should not be hurting you whatsoever. But
they're soul punches. They're punching your soul.
You're right. You're right. Stealing your soul at that, if you will. Stealing your abilities and stealing all your fun was Stryker, but not Shujinko. Shujinko's out here. He may have gone through a time skip and maybe a bit older now, but still out here ready to have some fun.
Yes. Yeah, and another cameo. We're waiting to have some fun. Chameleon still in the hot seat.
Okay, I was about to say, ain't no way we see Cyrax showing up in here right now.
Quite the catch.
You totally could. I mean, for Smoke, still another viable pick now that the helicopter is much more consistent for aerial routing. But in JustNasty's playstyle, we don't often go for aerial combos, so we're probably not going to see that happen too much.
Yeah, true enough, actually, yeah, he really only goes for those whenever he wants to cash out the big damage, but he's primarily going for restands right now, so there's no point in doing that. But we did see how much damage that Scorpion outputs along with them. You spend 1 bar and 1 Scorpion, and you're getting a casual 450 regularly off your bread and butters, usually ending in a restand.
Wow, a very brave stand 1 starter. My goodness.
Yeah, that's not something we're normally used to seeing. Usually that's backed up by a vicious vapor cancel, so I don't know if he screwed up or he just decided, you know, I never do this. Maybe I'll catch him slipping. 424 off Invis. Got him locked down, but Shujinko and Johnny getting caught up.
Nice pick up with the Scorpion here.
I love that too, because like if say you do screw up, or you know you're gonna screw up the vicious vapor cancel, you can just send Scorpion and it'll pick up the combo extended for you.
Yeah, I mean, so you're going for this hop combo, so Scorpion is the pick if you're going to extend your combos to begin with. You have to hit confirm. You're not really utilizing Scorpion as a safety net. The safety net was Stryker 100%. Scorpion's utilization was before, like, the Stryker meta was absolutely just the more consistent combo damage than what Cyrax was actually going to provide. Oh my god, that actually with the ground bounce here still has a life lead. Spear back with 9 seconds left. Yeah, the down back 4.
The pullback from Scorpion to then immediately go into the low teleport, not what you would expect with the stand 1 anti-air coming in. And we talked about how good Johnny Cage is at that, but JustNasty always gets it too.
So 306, nice easy route right there. We didn't commit to like an aerial combo. Back 2, confirm though, and just enough time to rebuild this Hellfire assist to get that full combo advantage. Down by 4, follow the aerial route.
Scorpion again, we talked about it, 443. That could have been even more, but he's still, this is a round essentially for him to lose, and the last hit of standing 3 is not what you usually see as the combo starter.
Yeah, had to be careful. I think we wanted the overhead start, but unfortunately did not come through. Got the Hellfire instead. This is not a good look here for JustNasty. Pressure to the corner. Good block on overhead, but stand one anti-air.
Yo, standing one anti-air reaction to the teleport once he sees it coming. You gotta back yourself up. That's a neutral reset every time, but you got away with the teleport last time. I don't think you try to go for it again, at least right away, which is exactly what happened there.
That was so risky to go for the down 4-3. That's actually, you can block after the second hit right there, or you can actually interrupt with down 1.
Yeah.
You have to block the first hit if you're going to interrupt with down 1. If you got hit, you just have to hold the second one.
I also, I also like one of the things that was really good about what we just saw there is the Scorpion shows up, and Scorpion is there for a moment to kind of like jump scare you, and once he's there, it's like, oh, I gotta block, I can't press anything, and then next thing you know, boom, you get caught.
Yeah, it's so interesting that because especially too, JustNasty's not utilizing the overhead from Scorpion all that much. It's crazy because like I'm sitting here thinking about this matchup, and Stryker is like the guy to do exactly what Scorpion's trying to do, with the exception of spear return. That is the big difference maker to reset neutral, and I think that's really cool that JustNasty utilizing it. Now we have Kung Lao on deck right now, so things are going to be a little bit different in this matchup. Stagger pressure coming through, just off stand ones, keeping very safe, and see this is the exact interaction that I was talking about. Stryker to come through to keep that safe, because Scorpion is not going to hit. Hellfire does not work out with the angle it fires at.
Right now, ooh, there we go. Not able to confirm though into the Scorpion, so actually using Invis to try and back himself up and get out of that situation. Also, shout out to Cobra Dane 42 dropping the prime with the sub. All that goes right to the support of everything TNS. Thank you so much for joining the TNS family.
Got the down back two, immediate break. He's got called out, but still, again, such a brave stand one starter from JustNasty. Has fatal blow. I don't think we're spending it here. No Hellfire spent either. Early overhead and caught swinging. JustNasty, no!
Oh, no, nothing off of the Vicious Vapor. That is definitely, oh, okay. It was a little late, but the parry cancel on his way out. This is not over just yet.
Yeah, it's still anyone's game. 18 seconds left. JustNasty can really run away. No, JustNasty, why? Why?
The Lao hat is a turn stealer, and that's gonna steal that one away as JustNasty not seriously drops that match, but kind of drops that match there.
Of all the times, because normally we see a down back four and teleport cancel to our full screen, you get out of dodge with that. Nice follow up here with the Scorpion assist. A good 377 for that.
I know. They get caught up by the low. Again,
3, down 4, or down 3.
Big damage coming in here. We're gonna get the dash up. You always have to be careful of that, because dash up into kick can be a thing, but you know, deciding not to let it rip that time. You have to break there as long as you want to keep this round in your favor, but I don't think you had to really break, because this is going to be a round number 3. TheMightyUnjust felt comfortable enough, or maybe it was one of those times where you're like just holding forward, input block instantly. Very confident individual though, so maybe he thought he would get it. Now JustNasty sitting here on set point.
Goodness. All right, so we got the shadow kick. Push forward.
The Wii gets me every single time. He's such a clown. We're gonna have to get that break early. Yeah, you do not want to take a full corner carry at about 300 plus from that. Now it's time to guess, and he presses. No back four sweep though, so it's a free punish for JustNasty. Keep off 330 off of this one here. And once again, the advanced normal 4-3. This is a good opportunity for JustNasty.
Jump, got the delay wake up, so you're gonna have to hold that hat pressure. Down back 2. It's all right, we're out of dodge, but also jumping into hat. That is a game 2 all in the set.
That is 2 times now. 2 with the turn stealer, the low charge hat. Excuse me, it's been a long day. Turn stealer, low charge hat comes in and steals the round away from JustNasty. That's going to make you think about that. And I'm not going to lie, I would not be surprised because that happened twice if we see Sub-Zero show back up here in this last round. Because if I'm JustNasty, I don't want that to happen again.
Johnny Cage.
All right, so we got smoke again. Do we stay? I'm telling you, for the exact function that we're looking for, like, yeah, you're getting the extra combo routing. That is a positive factor for Scorpion here, but I almost feel like the Stryker is a great defensive pick, and here we go right back into it.
You're on the money with it. I mean, for me, my head was in the low hat range, but for what Stryker did that other round, it not only interrupted Johnny, it interrupted Johnny in all the worst spots for him, in his throws, his combo starters, and it would catch Lau. So one more shot here for Smoke/Stryker to try and get the job done, unless MightYUnjust continues this run, because this is the #1 seed. He's currently trying to make his way back to losers.
Yeah, can't interrupt. Hat is still lingering here. Stagger pressure does work out for MightYUnjust. Starts high. Nice, down 3. Teleport through, but Stryker gonna get shut down because of the warp through from Johnny.
Yeah, that's one of the few times where MightYUnjust didn't lose his turn to Stryker interrupting the fun in the back. Not only that, but he hit him too. So that makes it a little bit longer. This throw's gonna help out though. JustNasty, once again, has not really been winning on the low hat mini game, but that time going for the same side mix. This is so stressful. This is so stressful right now. Don't ever talk about Smoke's combos in chat because Zero will go in there to let you know that there is hospital bills in your way. I mean, truthfully, vicious vapor mix-ups are very difficult to pull off consistently. But JustNasty, seeing if he can maybe try and get this dub. We're going to see the early break. Hey, game number 5, honestly, you don't want to be the one down the round.
Yeah, you're totally perfect. With 11 seconds left, you just have to be so careful. Oh, back 4 for the call out. Let's go.
Yo, JustNasty, the way that he just straight up doesn't give a damn about where you might be standing. The call outs on him have been so good. Jump cross up though a little bit too far to get a follow up, and because he was right on top of him, Stryker nowhere to be found.
Let's follow up. Just kept it simple with the aerial route and still able to pick up while on the ground.
Good awareness of where he was too, because that is a corner carry specific combo, and we're going to see 2 times in a row. That's 50 plus. This turn is not ending. MightYUnjust so close to pushing this to game number 3.
Got that stagger pressure, down back 2. The grenades to keep it safe because we almost got interrupted. No touch, goes for the full route. I'm trying to remember what route that is because that was the heel kick ender.
I thought you could steal the show indeed. Instead, right now it is all Mr. Hollywood over there trying to make this happen. Not going to catch the advancing forward normal 3. JustNasty so careful, so close. Like you said, we've seen it quite a few times already, Zero, where he's been very particular about where he'll ambush, but it's not as easy right now.
Very good duck from MightYUnjust. A pop on the haymaker. Corner position once again. Does the delay wake up? It works out with the down back 2.
Armored his way through, but he expected an aggressive wake up option. He goes for the teleport. That's a full combo punish, though. There's no Stryker to be found to help you there.
Block. Armor once again, but JustNasty backing it up with Stryker.
They're going to go for the 3-2 string ender. And he only gets the 1 low poke.
It's that 4-3-2 starter, but not going to send it with the overhead. Too far for the grenade, so we didn't commit.
This is super stressful right now. We got the little hat out its way through, but it was a little too far away for the 4-3, so he's still not out of it yet, but the throw will end it all, and that's going to be MightYUnjust finishing it there with the throw to fight up and lose your semis in that final 4. Try and make a trip all the way back up. And the way Bandinoz has been playing, not going to lie, you know, there was the surprise factor. That surprise factor's gone now. This is the real deal.
Yeah, it is the real deal. We do have Kung Lao assist this time around, but I'm very curious to see how much mileage we get out of this for Ludi because of the Sub-Zero arm, which is just kind of the staple for Bandinoz. Nice 4-1 confirmed. All right, take it up one more time with low hat. Keep that pressure high. But just a perfect block situation there for Bandinoz. So he didn't have to stand up at all. Just
we talked about the few characters who can like actually semi-check forward 4 from Sindel. This is one of them, but because there's Lao hat there, you know, even though it's not safety net that it used to be, it does prevent the poke back to the range.
Yeah, that up block gonna go unpunished. Armor cartwheel to start for one again. Doesn't press anything though. Got our forward throw. Ludi just in complete control of this corner.
I mean, knows full well. What's your reversal here? There's not many. Well, I mean, you can also just walk your way out with forward 3 and now begin the mix game. You see those bars? Oh, they don't exist. Oh, but he does get the block on the low high. Ludi gets to walk away with that situation. Bro, how many times, I think that's number 4, is Bandinoz going to steal the round back off a late game combo string and a fatal blow? He does not care about saving fatal blow for last round. He cares about closing out the round, and that is yet another time that Bandinoz was behind and took the round away instead.
Fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it, right? Just maintain that lead, figure out your mistakes in the next round. And usually that's how Bandinoz runs away with it, right? Full screen situation, we can play the zoning game, but no armor to back you up until just now.
And the walk back pressure, of course, of watching the water beam cancels or stand 4 cancels are both so stressful because you don't know when he's going to let it rip. But this situation, well, time to, oh, actually no fun mini game played. We're actually going to go for the side switch instead.
Now we'll pick up full screen situation with another portal setup here. Might try to set up another one here and does get the teleport, but the 4-1 from Ludi will catch him warping.
Very particular position because without Sub-Zero, we mentioned it earlier, going into this mini game is not a fun one trying to deal with this. If I remember correctly, actually, is this a glitch? No, there's a different. I have to double check that. I swear. Okay, yeah, different Sindel. Different Sindel.
Sure, I'll double check for you. I got to pull it.
Bandinoz already familiar with this because he did have to play against one earlier today. And the rain coming through once again, but this is not a bad spot for Sindel. You catch one good mistake here. Finishing out that block string to make sure that he doesn't try to check you back. Well, coming through, but Bandinoz has been super clutch in these positions, and there's 8 seconds left on the clock. Oh my god, no shot. You're not going to do it again. No shot. Oh my god, he almost did it again.
With 0.1 health left from Ludi. Are you kidding me?
Insanity. Such a scary position to be in so many times over.
Right. The whirlpool setup. Overhead. Tough break here for Ludi. Already 50% life deficit.
Yes, and that was ILLYSILLY earlier. So it did happen. A little bit warmed up to the matchup, and feeling comfortable with something Bandinoz is pretty used to. The stand forward 2 is going to close out yet another round. Bandinoz has not dropped a game in a while.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm curious. Let's take a look at how far back that was actually.
It was qualifier.
Bandinoz has not dropped a game yet since the losers top 8 qualifier. 3-0 into 3-0 into now up 1 here. This is a very scary reign for watching.
Bandinoz lives and dies by 3-0. That's all it is if you look at this entire bracket.
Yeah, lost 3-0 earlier, wins 3-0s, and that's it. It's like either full send it or not at all.
You're either first or you're last. That's how this is.
In the mighty words of Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last, and I respect it. Bandinoz out here, not stabbing himself in the leg though, only throwing all weaponry at his opponents, and Ludi has just not had an answer to that so far, which is absurd to think about because Ludi has been phenomenal throughout the day. And see what the answer is here. We're not going to see the Sub-Zero swap. We're going to stay on the Lao. I don't disagree with that, to be honest. I think it's just mostly the late game plays have just been that much better for Bandinoz.
There's nothing left to do.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that unfamiliarity too. Trying to get used to some of these strings from Rain, it can be a little bit difficult because even the overhead looks very similar to Rain's non-overhead string. So that might be a little bit difficult to tell. We don't really get called out too much except for this full screen scenario and, like I said, those stray hits towards the end game. Nice back 4.
Yeah, that whole situation just says, screw Lal, screw your fireballs, I don't care. And the back one, the back 4-1 cancels and the stand 4 cancels have been so damn good from Bandinoz that nobody wants to really check it, but like, why would you want to? If you're reckless about it, you're gonna get hit by a stand 1 yourself.
I want to say that's the first time Bandinoz has been hit by that mix with the low hat, high float from Sindel here. Because normally just immaculate defense or just take the high and just have to call up by low and mistimed it.
True enough. Also, talk about situational awareness. They were both in a down 3 poke war, so he says, all right, well, I'm going to forward 3 and go for overhead now because you want to play this game, I'm going to hit you for it.
It's the mind games out here in MK.
Back 2, yeah,
Nice.
that one, that's the hardest version of the time because back 2 delayed along with it is so much harder to deal with because he's already on top of you.
Yes, and honestly, again, Ludi trying to time it, but the throw going to get punished. Unbelievable. Bandinoz stealing it again.
How the hell are you so confident and just poised in these last hit situations every time? Like,
Chance to make champions. Honestly, Ludi should have pulled the trigger on Fatal Blow right there and got the W.
you know, it's you're right. It's been every other time. But like you said, no, you're right on the money with it. Defense does win championships, and some people get to talk about those championships as Mr. Aqua himself, one of the premier casters of MK coming through, and one of the best supporters to the tournament scene and the community. Make sure you go and show some love to Mr. Aquaman, who just came in with that raid. We appreciate you. Buff Raid, you're actually crazy for saying that with how well Bandinoz is playing right now. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to hold that.
Stand one anti-air with that stand forward. Try to get the follow-up. Nice little trade here, but still works out in the favor of Bandinoz. 4-1. Nice backdash. Zip to avoid that back 4.
K3 coming through, just pushing it back into the corner, but Ludi going for the forward ones. Like you said earlier, Rain, wonder if you could check that.
Beautiful, beautiful up block right there. This full extension. We're not going to send in a Fatal Blow here because we need one more touch for the kill.
Exactly, we got that would have scaled way too hard. It wouldn't have ended around, but the throw comes through. However, Bandinoz every single time in this position wins. So, bro, not again. Not again. Oh,
there we go. Good duck. That was a great bet from Ludi, but a scary one. 8 seconds left. This throw.
He's gonna take the lead back, I think, here. Oh my god. No, it's my 8 seconds. Oh, the jump. Dude, how do you keep doing this? How the hell? I want to swear like everything I can think of. How the hell do you keep doing that? Bandinoz keeps coming out on top in the most ridiculous, shitty situations you can think of, and he still keeps doing it. This man is clutch as hell.
So next time, I want you to look at the final moments of decision-making that Ludi makes in those interactions. Ludi made a lot of high-risk decisions in those interactions that led to this loss here. We're talking the high risk to go for duck, which did work out in Ludi's favor, but at this point, it sends a message for Bandinoz that my opponent is now willing to take big risk for quite possibly death. Like, you are risking death every time you take that big risk to make that call out. That chance is so wildly unsafe to go for that. While it does work, it sends a different message to your opponent that goes, hey, I can set up for this situation. I can go for maybe a frame trap here, or maybe I opt for interrupting my opponent a little more frequently. Maybe I go for challenges on the mid screen, because that's how often that Ludi was getting challenged. We go for 4-1, but then right after, Bandinoz does have a follow-up right to back that up to go for a whip punish.
Look, all I know is when they built the Mount Rushmore of Himothy, this man is going right up the front. It's actually just nuts how consistent we can see, and including all those high-risk situations we were just talking about. But the big combo pickup going for 324 into the Sub-Zero to make sure, even as you get pushed away, you still get to guarantee that Mount Hat or the fireballs don't come through. And now Bandino's just running with it.
Armored up, trying to get the room away from Ludi here.
The back forward one cancels, just looking so funny. He's like, "Oop, Snoopy, can't hit me, Goofy." Nope, not you today. As the rain comes through one more time, storm is a brewing, like you said earlier, Zero. And right now the forecast is looking all Bandinoz.
Here for you, just in the nick of time. That armor pulls up. Got the cancels. You're trying to get Ludi a little confident on that forward approach because they have to. You're conditioning them to walk you down. That opens them up. Teleport, yeah, not in the face of Ludi right now. Put down 3.
Yeah, Ludi not having any bit to do with that. Of course, we said earlier, Ludi has been playing phenomenal all day long, but has been checked a little bit here. But do not be surprised if Ludi does start to bring this back. But the whip throw is not the way that starts.
Risk. risk versus reward. Every single interaction, Ludi gets desperate as the match gets a little more dire straits. And not even desperation, just says, I'm going to take this big Hail Mary chance, and Bandinoz is ready to cover it here. Good trade in favor of Bandinoz. 3-0 victory here. Two strikers overhead every single time, right?
That looks got me bugged.
Yeah, we're now in the winner's side where the champions belong, as we are in winners finals of Pulse versus dexydawg. dexydawg, the only Mileena still left in bracket right now, and has been playing phenomenally with the Sareena. Normally used to seeing that with the Lao. Then Pulse over there, you know, the season of cold, as we talked about before, Frost is the new wave for Johnny, which we are remembering was just the wave from the beta.
I'm so bothered that everyone said it's new wave. Like, y'all, oh my goodness. It's only you, HS. I'm bothered by you calling it the new wave.
It's about the storyline and building up the process.
You should have done your homework over that watch to get the pickup. This is mounting the beginning of potentially a comeback here.
It's our job to make things sound cooler, and then when they see it, it looks cool. That's what we're trying to do, man. We're used car salesmen up here, because right now, Frost really has been the car you wish you bought a while ago, but you waited to get it on sale here in like season number 3, and now it is proving to be everything you needed, because you can play on cruise control. But Mileena also doesn't believe in the speed limit, as she just continues to run over everybody throughout this bracket so far.
So you're telling me that's my Mitsubishi MR8, and that's the Lancer Evo 2004 that I can't get anymore because, you know, I waited too long.
That's the 3000 GT that I can't own, that I want real bad. That's what we're looking at here.
They don't make Lancer Evos anymore, Ajax. They don't do it.
I know. Different time frame. For those of us who grew up in the Fast and Furious area, it's a beautiful time.
All right, nice aerial pickup too with a dive right after. Hey, I'm all about rally. I don't know about Rose, but I'm all about rally. Y'all can keep your grand touring if you want to. I drift on dirt and snow.
I drift into dirt. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go with that bit way too long. Pulse,
low ice. Yeah, make you forget about it too.
Yeah, dude, she's so trippy. Like, you don't notice when she's gonna show up sometimes, because that distance is genuinely deceptive.
Attack, stagger pressure one more time with. Okay, come crashing down. That's the glacier's melting. It's honestly Frost's fault. She breaks off a chunk of the glacier and drops it down. Sounds pretty cool though.
He's the reason why I have no snow up here in the Northeast anymore.
Whoa, wait, 14 seconds left. We need a solid. Yo, another overhead.
Do it again. Do it again. 4-3 is the ultimate gut check that you never want to see. Frost, what the hell were you doing? Actually, wait. Yo, Frost was a part of the makeup crew. He was getting rechecked, and then she like cooled him off in the background. Because working in a suit all day, that gets you sweaty. Look at her, just part of the production. Well done.
Well done.
Round number 3 here for game number 1. Once again, I don't know if we have seen a bro.
That was a big blunder right there, but worked out a-okay.
Imagine whipping and then having to be punished for it. Could it be Johnny? Johnny does not give a damn about that.
Hey, don't get frozen. That's your fault.
Hey, you're right. You know, if you didn't get frozen, if you didn't stand close enough to my whip punch, you know, that's on you. Not only don't get hit, but don't be near me.
Okay, got the cartwheel, bring it back down to the ground. So far, looking like Dexy's game, but this opener could change everything. Ice ball to start. You tech the throw, it doesn't matter. You catch the throw, you can't even duck. But Sareena from downtown, don't you star power me.
Single blade Sareena has been one of the best focuses for the Sareenas, period. Everybody always used the double up, of course, the double toss pizza, like you like to refer to it. Of course, it's for big damage, but the single blade has next to no charge time. It's so good at checking people for being kind of silly or trying to zone you too much, especially as a character who doesn't have full screen zoning like Mileena anymore. So, like, you should try to sneak that in. Very similarly to the other matches too. I believe it was against, it was Ludi. Dexy on average gets so much more damage than the other thing. It's always 380 to a hard knockdown or 430-ish to a setup. it's always in favor. So even though Dexy has to work for it, the damage is super in favor compared to, and it's only 950 on Pulse too, so that's gonna go away much faster.
Yeah, honestly, it's you temper expectations in Mortal Kombat, whether it be your down one war, how you're routing your normal strings. You're expecting a 3-hit string, right? But then maybe I end it short with just a 2-hit string and then confirm into or just cancel it to throw. Like, you were playing with your opponent's expectations with the Sareena assist, whether it be 1 pizza or 2. You're feeling a little extra peckish there, but the double pizza going to keep things a little bit locked down longer here.
Speaking
Not
of two,
air ball.
You know, we got 2 slices of pizza coming in from the Sareena, 2 sides coming in from Mileena. We also have 2 codes remaining for Maturino, so please go ahead and drop those final 2 codes to help us as we're on our final 4 here of TNS number 13 so far, right before the holiday season.
You're getting pizza.
You know, it's funny, I did have pizza just before this game, so it's all playing out perfect.
Did you happen to say?
2 Maturino codes? No, I didn't. I will remind the driver next time. We got another near timeout match. This might be, oh, no, that's not going to happen as we get the poke that we need. Back one's going to find the closer.
That's the great equalizer, though, is that despite that low freeze being so strong, it's also very punishable.
And here's those combo routes into the corner, and the full damage every time to 436 into a hard knockdown. Therefore, you have to forcefully take a turn next. It's crazy because like sometimes it feels like Pulse is just playing the game a majority of the time, but Dexy doesn't need to worry about that.
Yeah, because of how explosive that damage is, I totally agree. With 950 health, no less, too. Like, that is, that definitely makes things a little bit uneven in the case of Pulse.
It's impressive to watch, too. Considering it's a very different playstyle than what we saw Mileena's pretty much kind of only go to with the Lao hat. dexydawg showing full well Mileena can absolutely get the party started, finish the party, and get the job done every time. It does not need to be Lao. It could be Sareena. It could be actually multiple the way that Dexy
It could be you.
It could be you.
It could be me.
No. That's why we're here.
What?
Yeah.
You don't know that. I didn't pick up Mileena yet.
0.
The season just started. I still haven't picked my season character. That could be me.
0. It could be you. Go do it, King. I want to see you get in there. Pick Mileena and get that top 8. I'm here for it. I want to see you thrive. I want to see everybody thrive. I'm scared to see that dub.
Set against me.
Deep down,
I want to see it. Do it. We also got this is something we saw Pulse hover over previously on Motaro. And I'm not too shocked to see it show up because honestly, well, that right, exactly right there.
The reflect,
not only you get the reflect, and of course, as you made me painfully aware of when I didn't see that part in the patch notes, Motaro's extra 10 frames of block stun off of that move right there is pretty nuts for locking people down.
Absolutely. That came hot and heavy at DreamHack this past weekend for sure. And it's just so easy to pick up, it seemed like, for a lot of players, especially, too, for General Shao pick we saw a couple times. But the side swap here for Dexy with a grip 440, 450. Woo!
Half of your health. Actually, on Johnny Cage, that is half of his health. He's now on Motaro, which of course pushes you back down to 900. So it's a 2-touch game for Dexy, essentially throughout the match.
Yeah, you just gotta be so careful with this lockdown game. Motaro down for a smidge of time here. No reflect, so just has to respect the pizzas.
Yeah, double toss. Not feeling it though.
Oh. That should be a menu item. Double toss. You know, you got the hand toss, you got the double toss.
Currently, Johnny Cage trying to watch his figure for the next roll. So all he's doing is calisthenics and cardio because it's literally only him running forward, running all over Dexy at the end of that round.
See, yeah, look at the difference in function, right? Because now Motaro's going to get a bit more usage, and honestly, Pulse just remaining safe from the stand for. You're going to keep blocking. I have Motaro, which you have to block low, get the stun going. You just rinse and repeat as we chip away at that position. Big life lead for Dexy. What a pickup, too.
I love that route, too, because like it's a slightly different one than you're normally used to seeing, but it's it's such a flashy route that has now led to yet another situation of no health but no punish.
Yeah. All right, good aerial pickup, strong lead. Flawless, no up block though. That was definitely a guaranteed punish opportunity there if we decided to commit.
I almost feel like he was intending for an up block and just didn't do it fast enough. But oh, the teleport into the corner, and you know, Dexy's buttons on reactions, whether waking up or not, into back one have been crazy. Closes it out there with the forward one, but like it's kind of nuts that how Dexy knows where Pulse is going to finally stop pressing.
You're down one, bird of prey start. Ah, got caught before 3.
All right, Sareena coming through. Gonna be unlocked for a little bit, so this is the opportunity to rush him down if you want to as Goro. But you know, again, look at the gap call out. Like Dexy is so good at recognizing where the opener will be in what is usually a pretty impeccable offense for Pulse.
Has to hold this though. No meter to push out anything. Just kind of has to weather the storm in the corner. And what an interrupt. Overextension from Pulse and the immediate wake up from Dexy. But again, put right back into the corner. Mataro. They also said they slowed down the Mataro recovery, much like they did with Kung Lao.
Which is wild because we recognize this in DreamHack too. That recovery like barely exists already. So what did they speed it up from? That's going to be a down 2 brutality closer, and Baraka showing up. So this, I'm semi-shocked it took this long to happen. MightYUnjust, of course, known for playing literally everyone. But besides the Kenshi, the Baraka has been a big key to his success. And now backed up with Stryker, it's kind of bringing back that similar feel. Not the same, but a similar feel to when they had Cyrax.
I mean, the damage potential here, plus the safety net that is Stryker. A little out of range right there. That could have been an interrupt from Bandinoz, but better safe than sorry. Armored up with that Sub-Zero armor. Not able to get the pickup off the Rainfall, though. Not fast enough on the dash up.
Stand one to pop him back down, like, directly in front of him. I like that for the sake of positioning more than anything. And Bandinoz, scary spot, actually. MightYUnjust gonna steal that round away with that fatal blow. But the perfect block timing on Bandinoz to make sure that didn't happen.
Round 2, fight.
All right, full screen situation here. No more armor for a little while. We do have the water bubble. Oh, nice neutral jump, but the jump too. Gonna find the connection here from Bandinoz.
Back 3 to get a full corner carry. Yeah, no, that's, if there's one thing Baraka is super consistent at, doesn't matter the cameo, it's you will get whatever position you like. And back 3 is so consistent at finding people pressing too quick.
So tough. All right, nice. Got the download off Chop Chop. Full freeze. Got the charge for restand. Get that whirlpool set up. Good block here from Unjust. Tall order for Bandinoz, though.
Right now, Bandinoz gonna walk in and get the poke back up. Man, it has been a pretty hefty back and forth for most people. Bandinoz is usually super clutch at the end, but MightYUnjust, one of the few times where I've seen someone look semi-confident in approaching him when he's low health.
Excellent back throw here. Armored up, has to respect it, and since we're armored, we can pressure through the Stryker grenade.
Trying to find our overhead in there. Of course, that is 2 hits, so if you let go a little bit too early, you're gonna get caught up. That second hit is a low. There's that overhead we were waiting for. 4-3 is not one you see too often, but it's after you've conditioned enough of them getting opened up by back 3.
Yeah.
Down one poke.
Another back throw, going for mid-screen positioning here. Keeps it safe for the jump in. And another back throw again. Gonna hold this eastern side of the screen.
That throw is nasty as hell every single time you look at it. This one, of course, they throw back to a classic of fatalities. I like the fact that Bandinoz is consistently canceling out of the down, up to make sure that he doesn't just get blown up for it. Because Baraka, as you see right there on that slide, one of the best at checking zoners for feeling way too comfortable.
Good flawless. Got a good throw. 18 seconds left on the clock, too, to try to make this comeback.
we're at that time again. 12 seconds left on the clock. Can Bandinoz do it one more time? He's not going to die to that. Oh, no, he is. He spent the bar. Never mind. I didn't notice he spent the bar. I'm lying. But that's the very first round Bandinoz has dropped in 3 straight games up until this point here against MightYUnjust.
It's all or nothing, so it means it's going to be 3-0 for Unjust. Do we break this curse? Not curse. This requirement?
This pattern?
This pattern. Yeah, pattern would be the best word, honestly.
Of course, I don't really see a switch of either character. We're just going to get momentary pause, change of scenery, and a match right back into it. I don't even think, honestly, I don't really have a lot of notes on what could be done differently there. I think they both play phenomenal. Just MightYUnjust was, for a change, the only person who was able to clutch it out against Bandinoz.
It's some of these neutral jumps, too, that really find a lot of mileage for MightYUnjust. And damage output is also a big one in comparison. Just MightYUnjust has a lot of answers for a lot of these setups from Bandinoz, getting with tons of throws, and this Stryker pressure also makes it a little bit difficult for Bandinoz to really find any sort of consistency. No, that's unfortunate.
On key, like literally on the note of finally gets a tech throw after how you were just talking about he had so many he wasn't challenging, and then Stryker interrupts it, forces him to be locked down in what has made Baraka so frightening is that chip damage. It's still very much a problem. It does so much.
All right, good up block. Immediate break, because that would have been big. Corner position for MightYUnjust.
Just being super careful about where he decides to make his approach, because again, trying to fight up against Raiden could be a little scary. Ooh, what a pickup! That's actually that route is specific to like lining up with the grenade. So good pickup there from MightYUnjust.
Grenades to keep that jumping safe, and unfortunately already got jumping out with the back three.
Oh, not gonna let him get away with back two there. Yeah, usually everybody just kind of lets that rock, but not off the armor dash.
Yep, it kept that stand 4 series safe with the Stryker. Alternatively, you were seeing that with Cyrax. Great timing here from MightYUnjust. Game 2 going to MightYUnjust.
That's 2 times now too where he picks it up off of, I believe, the 2-1 starter into the grenade. Recognized that he decided to that he caught him off the anti-air. So you go in for J1, get the drop back down onto the ground. Easy follow-ups, and man, it cannot be said enough. Like, excuse me, that's J2, not J1. My fault. It can't be said enough how consistent MightYUnjust has been at basically scenario recognition in the scramble, which is that is a top-tier talent to be able to have in this game.
Yeah, in any fighting. Ooh, Cyrax. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So we're going for net. Net actually does a little bit of meter drain now too. So.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, you had to get something, which I'm kind of surprised considering, you know, like that you didn't have it before, because
yeah.
Cyrax has always been able to do that in gameplay, where you enhance it, you get meter drain off of the net. So I'm glad that was added in.
Oh no. Yeah, got down 4-2, able to get the confirm right through the water bubble, and now the gap is closed. So MightYUnjust pressuring once again, too far for grenade, and that's a great down 1 recognition from Bandinoz. We didn't see that in the first game.
Yeah, Bandinoz now has a chance to get some lockdown, which we talked about before. It has not been the case too much against MightYUnjust. Right. But it's playing into that same story you mentioned before. He either 3-0s or gets 3-0'd, and a rare whiff throw on occasion here. And constantly, any gaps, that's not the safest flexing pressure. That is getting checked every time.
Open up one more time to carry to the corner with a grip of damage over 300. Not quite killing yet. Just needs one more touch of grenades. Will keep that pressure going. Match point for MightYUnjust.
Yep, checkmate scenario again. What's your armored wake up there to beat that? The answer is nothing. You're not getting out of that situation. And now, Bandinoz has been scared out of even trying to zone, and that is, it feels like MightYUnjust has just kind of locked in the bag. Forward 3 finds its mark 2 under the water bubble. No bars in the corner. This is going to be very difficult to get out of.
And what's crazy is nothing from Cyrax. There's not been any sort of Cyrax utilization at all in this set outside of breakers.
Yeah, like
there it is. All right. Ask and ye shall receive.
Only for 195, unfortunately, on the combo route, and this will not finish it because he doesn't have the bar to spend. Unless he had a Stryker route. No, he doesn't, but back 3 will, in fact, finish it, and much like every other time, Bandinoz either goes with 3-0s or gets 3-0'd.
Pulse with this Johnny Cage. Again, you have to unlock the other cameos first. You have to beat layer 1 before layer 2 opens up.
Well, let's see if layer 1 is the case to go back into it. The enhanced kick on reaction to deal with the 2-1 string. Down 4 is, down 4 is usually a pretty good poke tool for Baraka against most. But trying to do that too close to Johnny Cage will occasionally get you cooked for it. That's, bro, honestly, I don't even know if I'll call that brave, but just like so smart of knowing that, well, even if you try to block this, at least I'm not going to get pushed into the ice.
Right. Stacker pressure to that corner. Good throw. Don't. Opened up a little bit too quickly there with the back 3. With throw, nice duck here from Pulse. Got that low freeze. Still able to get the restand timing perfect and able to get that orb. See, got the armor down 4-2.
The only person who has been willing and has challenged that frost setup because everyone else has pretty much been kind of cooked in that situation. So,
it's one of those like lingering hurt boxes that shows up and it forces a reaction from the opponent. If they're not mentally prepared for it, they're gonna do the wrong thing most of the time. That ball comes at you so slow, it's just, oh god, that thing will absolutely obliterate me. What do I do? When in the reality is, you have to try to solve the block situation. You definitely don't want to get scooped.
Oh, that is a extremely rare drop from Pulse in the corner. That leads to so much. We're gonna go and slice and dice it up on the way in there. Throw after the string as well, so he essentially took 480 for his troubles, and the chop slide coming through too. Bro, what even is the answer right now?
Let's jump in here. Oh no, wasn't able to get the finish, but does with the slam.
We're going to see the closeout there on the cameo assist coming in from Frost to get that extra chip damage he needed. Both of them sitting at 950, so similar situations. They're 50 less. They can't afford to take 2 50% strings. They will die beforehand.
Nice duck. Scoop this time.
Stryker throw coming in once again. Just a man out the mall. Oh yeah, okay. MightyUnjust we talked about before. He didn't drop those either, but now all of a sudden we're seeing maybe some late bracket stamina. I don't know, but both of them dropping some very unfamiliar combo routes that we're not used to seeing them drop. And once again, he didn't drop those at all before, but Pulse dropping quite a few combos.
Back one. Still commits this time. And yeah, that with punish has that extended mid-range reach with Baraka. The low freeze.
Stand 2 is an incredible poke tool, but like against Johnny Cage, you got to make sure you actually finish the job on those. This is actually an extremely crucial game number 1 here. Out between these two. Oh, he's got the bar to spend, and he doesn't have 3 bars on the other side to worry about anything. So MightyUnjust. I don't know why I said Johnny. Johnny Cage falls. Here in Pulse, holding the first L.
Yeah, strong back and forth. And again, just one interaction on that Frost setup, though. So I don't suspect that we'll do that cameo switch quite yet. Because how often are you going to solve it out again? But that is a good message, right? Something to pay attention to. If MightyUnjust has meter, then maybe we don't go for that Frost setup necessarily. We just go for the traditional pressure setup that we're so used to.
Hey, you know what? By the way, I respect my goat Tento in the chat. It's like, nah, I commit to it. I think she still cheats. She ain't good. Don't tell me nothing. I ain't gonna believe it until I see her get the dub. And right now, Pulse is down 1, so that's +1 point. However, the neutral skipper is that slide, much like the other ones. It's a pretty damn good cameo to come through and sneak up a full combo starter.
That's a trade you'll take any day of the week if you're Pulse. The orb setup. I don't care if you threw me.
Yeah, bro, you can throw all you want. It's still my turn.
Nice. Got the slam. No boot for you. Flawless block does work out. We have so much meter in the hands of Pulse. Not going to break here. We have such a substantial lead. We're going to hold on to this meter. Overhead.
Ooh. There we go. Get the pop back down. We have Stryker available if we want to go for the sneak overhead, but goes for the throw and eats the punish for the game at that.
Yo, someone else pays for Pulse's health insurance. That duck was... That's absolutely all I needed to know.
As Pulse is on rapid fire, his awareness is insane. Playing fully to, oh, but the poke from the stand 2 again. We talked about it before. It's just such a great option to constantly push back. We're gonna have to eat 352 for our trouble. Here comes the throw to wrap that up even more. Half health already gone for Johnny.
Go back throw. Swayed into it too. Nice up block and great awareness from MightYunjust. Not gonna get that follow up.
MightYunjust, man, he's like, I'm not surprised to see that this is the position we're in. Oh, God, round start, forward 3. Gonna get the restand set up. Here we go. Oh, but once again, that's the mini game. You have to deal with whether he is actually going to EX chop chop or not.
Down with nice duck again. The bravery of Pulse. Ground bounce. Immediate break. I don't want to be in this corner anymore. The back 3 pickup.
Side switch as well. Yeah, keep it safe. It wasn't. Yo, speaking of things not being your turn, you don't have any meter to continue that combo string, so it's all on MightYunjust to try and close it out. Tries to rush up to get another throw. Doesn't find it though. Oh, that hit. That 100% hit. He tried to pressure where it wasn't his turn again. That is the common theme. Everybody looking to find a spot to play the game, and the other person not ready to have it stolen away.
Gracious. 2-0 lead right now for MightYunjust.
The amount of times tonight that we have seen late game clutches from either combo into fatal blow or just a straight up fatal blow. It almost feels like we're playing like the early stages of Kombat League. But instead, we're watching it occur at the highest level because sometimes you can sneak that in, and it worked out and to the tune of MightYunjust up 2-0 in the lead.
So far, I've got no signs of Tarkon.
Perhaps Earthrealmers are immune.
Maybe? I mean, I don't think there is a case of that yet, so maybe. it might be onto something. All right, game number 3 here. As we find out there is an ultimate cure to Tarkon disease, we need a cure for Johnny Cage to get a W, as he is currently holding absolutely none.
What? These ducks from Pulse?
I wasn't ready for you to do that. You actually jump scared the hell out of me in my chair. MightYunjust currently somewhat running away with this first game there. No confirm of a Stryker after that, as he just backs up and just waits because he has the lead.
Low blocks too, because we don't want to bother with the frost setup as well. On top of that, we're just going to go for full screen situation, get Pulse to overextend. Match point for MightYunjust right now.
Back 3 starter all ready to get things started off here, confirming into the full corner carry.
Nice, respecting the frost and Stryker to keep things safe. Great recognition from Pulse to hold back and go for another down 1.
No punch ender to push him down, and once again, I mean, you just have to predict if they're gonna do it or not, and MightYunjust has been more consistent.
Stop. That's still no. That was
you goofy ass dude.
That was wild.
Instead of going for an actual setup, he taunts and still gets the W. So you know what? Kudos to Pulse to getting the dub.
Nice down one interrupt after the back one. Full send, but no confirm.
Right now, we're gonna eat half of our, quite literally eat half of our life right here, and this is looking like it is a wrap because that breaker is now gone. You cannot afford to take another throw, so he's gonna have to go hype mode and see if maybe he can try and steal this back.
Oh, keep swinging. You're eventually gonna hit. I mean, substantial life lead. No punish off the nut punch, and there's a freeze.
Nut punch. Rare drop again, dude. He keeps dropping them. That's not something you expect to see out of Pulse. but it is going to be the end of that pulse. It's going to
Here, stop looking at your shirt. I know someone said it.
Someone
looked like
pointed it out.
I know.
No,
I know.
no, look, this ain't no ugly sweater. This is a fire sweater,
I'm
okay?
doing a spiel. You're pointing at your shirt.
Yeah,
What
it's
are you
grand.
doing?
It's grand finals time, including T-Rexes with Santa hats and shooting lightning. That's what we're here for. Explosive gameplay. As MightYUnjust on the loser's side of this bracket, trying to take the W against Dexy, who has been near unstoppable.
You told me. So now it's lightning.
It could be both. If you believe hard enough, bro, it could be both.
Yeah, you can't go for the slide into the DMs on this one.
Nah, indeed. Blocka trying to talk himself to a princess, and she said, "No, siree, I am taken, and you're barking up the wrong tree." As Dexy takes the first round.
She ain't.
Tanya, have a little bit of conversation with you about that one.
Oh, word! I didn't play the arcade mode of the game yet. Sorry.
It's in the story mode. It's what? All right. Was he Baraka up the wrong tree? I hate you for that one, but also, I'm not gonna minus 5 points to your house for that. I'll let you get the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get confirmed off of that Sareena assist, so we had to immediately break. That back one was normally the one to go for. Woo! Back three. Able to walk this down here, coast to coast. This stage is huge. Why is this so long?
Look, there's a lot of great scenery here, okay?
It's
Bro, okay, look, hey, let the monks have it, all right? Look, they deserve it. It's a nice looking.
So much space.
It looks beautiful. Let them rock, okay? They got great architecture.
Jump in. That just seemed like for miles. How the duck and immediately blocked after. I was surprised there was no down one. But there's a cartwheel to open things up. A throw. Still in favor of Dexy right now.
There you go. No shot. Okay.
Done.
Bro, sitting on the amount of times I've seen people sit on like 0.5 health tonight and they still take the win away, I was gonna lose my damn mind if it happened again. Y'all can't keep doing this, okay? It is the end of the year. My New Year's resolution is y'all will win in fashions that don't give me a heart attack, okay? That's what we need. All we do get is a great surprise and great appreciation to Energy Kyoku or Kyuka. Sorry. We're learning together. 3 centuries. We're gonna take 3 centuries. No. Kyoka. Thank you. It did not take 3 centuries to learn how to say that name.
I told you that, and you had to read it phonetically. Like
no. Hey. We figured it out as we got 36 months subscribed from you. Thank you so much for being here for so long. You are an absolute trooper who's been here from the start. Thank you so much. We appreciate you as we have 1 game in favor of Dexy, which means we have at minimum maybe 2 more left to go, which y'all should definitely drop some if you'd like to show some support to TNS.
Got our back throw. Flawless is still able to sneak in a throw right after. A massive life lead for MightYUnjust with a deep jump in.
Right. A lot of damage getting chunked off of there. That is Baraka's main game plan, of course. Gonna get the corner as well. This is a good position for MightYUnjust. Would not be surprised to see Dexy try to get a swift jump out, but instead, Dexy, so brave at all times, going for that back one, not giving a damn.
Block. Unfortunately opened up on the back 3 with an immediate breaker, though.
Not the best projectile in the game by any means, but a good occasional check, however. Not the greatest position to be, as Sareena's gonna make you pay for that.
And for Dante with the sub, greatly appreciated as we take a bite out of crime here. Nice tech, though.
36 months and 31 months from the 2 of you. Y'all are truly in every way, shape, or form. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the constant support. It really means a lot. As that 4-3 does not mean a whole lot. That's a concussion check. Potentially a hospital visit. That one for sure is a hospital visit. Maybe a trip to the corner as well, as that is going to be a round closer. As MightYUnjust puts himself on the board.
Game of peace.
Right? And honestly, these are some of the fastest matches we've had all night. And considering the fact that it is grand finals when it's happening, that shows me, A, MightYUnjust is warmed up. B, dexydawg has stamina like crazy and has not slowed down after having to wait a little bit for that match.
Right, and also consider this too, that we have some explosive damage from both sides, ultimately creating very nearly two-touch game scenarios from both characters under the right circumstance. Especially, we saw it for sure from dexydawg.
I'm sorry. Being a smash head, I have to repeat this. Happy teeth, wombo combo. That ain't Raiko. All right. You get plus 10 points to the house for that one. That redeems the other one. Well done. We got plus 352 damage coming in from MightYUnjust, but the wake-up aggression. Bro, how many times have we seen Dexy be knocked down and just not give a damn at all, and not only get back up with more damage, but steal the lead back right away?
Right, yeah. I mean, honestly, it was just that duck immediately after the neutral jump from MightYUnjust, especially after committing to block for a little bit there. I think we were trying to pump the flawless. Oh, had to respect the Stryker assist.
Of course, you gotta let that rock that is safe on hit, so you have to, or safe on block, so you have to just wait, catch the backdash. But dexydawg has caught people slipping, trying to go catch that every time.
Can respect this here. A little bit of a lead. Has to be so careful. Gonna get scooped up in the throw. Wasn't able to duck in time. Overhead does come through. Wasn't ready for it, and this should kill here.
Oh, every day of the week. This is one of those few times where we don't have to guess, and if we did, I'd have a lot of questions. MightYUnjust may have dropped that first game, but it has been looking so good. And the fact that he got 2 forward threes in a very short span of time, that's usually one that gets reacted to pretty quickly.
That is the one. I mean, hey, when you're so focused on blocking low, you're not ready for that overhead. What? Yo. Okay.
He's making this look really good right now. Like it's actually incredible the way that we're watching MightYUnjust consistently get the mix-ups in, but not enough can be said about how consistent dexydawg is. Whenever he gets a hit, goes for only forward 1 though, but doesn't have any follow-up. Didn't believe that one was going to confirm.
Stand pressure. Oh no, back 3 able to confirm with Stryker not totally extending there. That was all Baraka.
Gonna keep that throw and give me my next coming in forward with the back 3, but gotta get that break in. Not trying to relinquish this lead right now.
Yeah. Hold on to duck because there is no threat at full screen that you can't react to right now.
Post queen.
almost.
All right, now this play style looking queen as we come in and clean it up right there. As we're gonna go ahead and get the close out with the final hit one more time. It is so ridiculous how MightYUnjust in these positions has been just non-stop, so well composed. Like, we saw a lot of that from Bandinoz, but man, MightYUnjust, his composure is just top notch. And for the
yeah,
first
you're getting the ooh stuck in you, aren't you? You're getting the ooh speak stuck.
Huh? Oh, we want to do that? We're going to keep it going? All right. Here come the Gwen Weeper.
No,
who's about to close out the entire match.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, man. All right, so we got the last match. So, potentially a reset here on board from MightYUnjust. Up 2-1 in the set. And what has been a pretty solid back and forth, but dexydawg hasn't really had the clutch factor the last few matches.
Yeah, I mean, just, again, like, massive life lead, but MightYUnjust able to turn it around in the clutch. Another throw.
Hey, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh,
in a game that's heavily reliant on high-low mix, people are going to be holding block all the time. And if you can layer that pressure, especially with the far-reaching normals that Baraka has, you know people are going to be holding block when you're about a character length away. But that stand 1 pickup coming in from Dexy, one of the few times we got to see it, and a big damage coming from it as well.
There's your break. Double piece of toss here. Try to keep your distance away from MightYUnjust. Throw here as well.
Go. Popping him back up. We're going to get full corner out of this. And I guess, actually, no, that does side switch, but it doesn't matter. Side switch doesn't mean a damn thing in the face of Stryker. It might as well be the corner. And it might as well not be your turn, as everybody thinks that they can poke. But if Stryker is there, it's basically a gamble as if you try to fight back at all.
Right. Nice counter back 3. Has to respect Stryker one more time here.
blocks right there. That's a full combo punish. Stryker was nowhere to be found because he was already used, so it was gonna have a little bit of time.
Round cartwheel to follow through.
430.
Was that a hint? Yeah, I think that was a hint of an up block right there too.
I think so. Yeah, you know, dude, 435 for a whiff and looking for the big punish on the up block. Like this is what we needed to see out of Dexy if we want to see him try to prevent this reset.
Let's be so careful. You see the down one threat here because that could just lead into so much. Just like this start here. And this is where it starts to slip through Dexy's fingers because we have such a substantial lead. And for some reason, once we get to this life point, Mighty just locks in, able to down one to duck under the Sareena assist, keep the pressure going with back one. And just like that, the life lead is gone for Dexy. There we go. Send in.
The patience. Oh, no shot. Yeah, okay, the chip's gonna happen. The patience for Dexy to play around the back one and the down fours, because the down four is so deceptive. You assume down one might show up, and then the double slices come through. They play a similar range, but down four reaches just that much more, but it's not the feet. You're so used to seeing the feet, and now multiple throws coming in. Still not your turn. Don't try to check, but great throw escape that time to actually get away from that.
All right, nice. Got the ground bounce here. Follow through with the 4 series. And finally blocking this here on, excellent duck from Dexy.
Quick one at that too. Not only the duck, but the swiftness to get the punish too. Forcing the break early out of MightYUnjust. So sitting with 3 bars on Dexy's side, that lead could be forfeit, but you have to wait for your opportunity to do so.
Yeah, be so careful. Watch out for that 4-3. I know it's coming.
So Stryker. There it is. You're on the money, but no follow-up. Doesn't matter though. We get the bracket reset, sweeping it up there with the backboard, and the pressure from Baraka early. A lot of that was attributed to how strong Cyrax enabled the chip damage.
The other thing,
we're now back with a cameo that brings that back.
Yeah, the other thing in this set alone, Dexy just not able to recognize that overhead scenario. Time and time again, MightYUnjust was able to open up with 4-3, with Dexy just sitting stuck in a crouch position to get opened up in every corner situation here. Like, I don't think there's been a single overhead that was blocked. There wasn't an up block opportunity either. Like, some of it was a little bit iffy for some of the overhead string that Baraka would put out because it'd be backed up by Stryker, so there's no point in up blocking. But for overhead, absolutely should be able to block those situations.
Yeah, no, you are extremely right on that. The fact that Dexy is essentially giving away 300 plus combo strings for not necessarily for free, but like just not guessing right. And then there is the double hitting back 3. The back 3s are always finding their mark, and most of the conditionings come off the down force. He's always getting poked low, so he's too scared of when that situation occurs. Okay, actually, the throw came in early from Dexy, anticipating the throw from MightYUnjust, but as the first time that damage has come in here in the reset.
Yeah, I mean, one touch away, has to be so careful. The up block, you have to respect it. Had a flawless right back, and that meant that you were going to take chip for an extended period. Unfortunately, opened up at the wrong time because back by Stryker assist, and we full send. Oh my goodness, and still able to get a throw.
Okay, all right, we're gonna see the pushback there off the breaker, and we get full combo punish here. I like the fact we didn't try to complicate that in the corner. There's no reason. Plus, there was no bar to try and go for big damage extender. But MightYUnjust, once again, we complimented Dexy a lot about how aggressive they've been. But what? There we go, one more time. Even though he didn't get the full pickup, that is yet another overhead that has been caught.
That's another one. And the back 3, so it's back 3 and overheads. Back 3 we finally adjusted throughout this set to be able to block it the entirety of it, but the overhead is the next layer. And the way that MightYUnjust is kind of sneaking some of the string overheads in, that's a little easier said than done because it's backed by Stryker assist, so some visual noise might get in the way, but for the 4-3, time and time again, that one for sure, we got to get blocking.
Yeah, I mean, when you get hit repeatedly by like 30-ish damage lows over and over again from back 1, down 4, Back 3 being a multi-hit, so sometimes people forget, which I'm surprised. I mean, it can happen, especially in intense gameplay. You have to watch out for that second hit. You have to block low because that is a low. So you get caught up because it's like, damn, it keeps freaking hitting my feet, and it doesn't seem like a lot of damage. And then the forward 3 sneaks its way through, and then you're too scared of the forward 3, and now you're eating back 3, which is just the same amount of damage. It's a really frustrating mix-up.
Honestly, I think the back 3 is just visually misleading because it doesn't seem like it is a low until you keep getting hit by it. You see it pop up because it's a windup. Like most overhead kicks would connect. You're right there.
And that the amount of times he's like you'll have the mid block, but the low is not blocked. Like that's what's been leading to these free overheads. Oh,
Back threes followed up into the 1 right after, and it's just a raw overhead, no safety behind it because we know it's not going to get blocked.
Yeah, like Baraka is playing this is textbook how you mix up in Mortal Kombat. Dexy almost had an opportunity to try to take it, but MightYunjust was confident enough in this round. But the back 1, man, that was the difference between the round or not. Actually, that was the only opportunity.
Yeah, that was a very good interrupt and the awareness to go for Mileena ball to avoid the grenades.
It's knocked down in the corner. Of course, you stay right there into the cartwheel to get the knockdown. Down 1, wake up though, coming in from MightYunjust.
Dash up throw.
It really is crazy how, like, the dash up throw timing. Oh, but that's I'm getting stuck for it.
For a big damage route here to carry to this corner.
Ooh, won't kill just yet, but one more
overhead.
guess. That's all you needed. One more overhead or one more. I think let's see, back one starter. Actually, no, forward 1 starter into the low. You know, as we get ready to get back in the match, remember, we all go through it, and you're not alone. If you ever need someone to talk to, sometimes you reaching out is everything they needed to hear. So we'll get back to the match here. We'll talk more about it at the end because we got more action as we find out who it was that walked away with that dub in the last run in a second, and that was in fact Dexy, who moved up 2-1 in the set. So dexydawg 1 game away from trying to close it out here.
Yep, and now we see that full screen. Patience paying off here, but unfortunately going to get caught. That hit stun lingers a little bit longer than you'd like. Follow up, get our setup.
We got big hit damage.
Okay, we got the scoops.
We got the throws once again. That's a big part of what was the win condition for MightYunjust in general, but these backdashes from Dexy have been on the money, and I'm sure that played into a big part of that last match going into Dexy's favor.
Nice. Actually got interrupted and was too close to even get caught by Stryker.
You know, considering how many times dexydawg got caught by back 3, eventually, as adaptation picks up throughout the match, seems like dexydawg is finally adapted to that back 3. Oh my god, he is hard. So hard adapted to back 3.
This is actually a round here for MightYunjust.
Yes, it is. You don't have the bar, but you got the fatal blow. And if you got the resources, you spend it every single time. It doesn't matter if you don't have fatal blow for the last round. You'd rather be up in the round when you are facing elimination. That's game. First round of this game number 4. This is a very crucial game number 4 here for MightYunjust to keep this bracket hope alive. But look at down 4, so damn threatening. It looks like a down 1, but it's so fast. And there's that 4-3. Yeah, stopping the early break there, not trying to take too much damage.
It's all about the reach with that down 4. Honestly, that reach, you don't expect it. Back 3 does get blocked. You can interrupt after back 3 if it goes into the 1. You go for a down 1 interrupt right there, or even just down 3 and you can confirm with something else.
There's that route we talked about earlier. It seems a little bit more stylish, but it is actually very consistent for damage and quick way to get yourself back in the corner. There's the overhead.
Ooh, armor through, big swing. Starting to run away with it. God bless you.
Thank you. So we bless upon this match here and see what happens as we try to close it out here, maybe for MightYunjust. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, kings, queens, and emperors in the chat, we have a game number 5 in the bracket reset. Couldn't ask for better as we got 2 tournaments left here for Mortal Kombat to close out this year.
Oh boy. It's those back 3s. At back 3, we started to block more often, and then immediately after that, it was overheads. it's so difficult because Baraka is relentless. With that much visual noise going on, not really familiar with the matchup because there's not very many Baraka players out there, like Coach Steve, right, being one of them, and MightYUnjust here. Just very few out there at this top 8 position here.
Yeah, and this is the final position either one of these will spend in this game. It is the last possible chance to close out the tournament. Both of them with the same ball in the same court. One of them gets to walk away holding that championship trophy here on TNS 13.
Nice. Down one interrupt, got a back 4, and the overhead. The high-low mix does begin until the throw.
The throw has been the mix in and of itself. Back 1 into the throw. It's essentially a tick throw into what we're watching here. The jump in, of course, back 1, gonna back off, looking for the 2-1 starter, and yet another throw. Granted, with how many times he's gotten throws, you figured there'd be a whole lot more damage, but actually it's only just now reaching half health.
Yeah. Yo, that's the first time it was just a raw Stryker hit. It's normally backed up with a full block and just jump 2, and then you have to respect the pressure after.
You can duck both of those, of course. You gotta, and the big thing too is sometimes people will freak out. They think they gotta hold block. Remember, as long as that's active, Mileena cannot go for a ball at you until the very end. That's very easy to react to. And we're not gonna react to that though. dexydawg instead will. dexydawg set point.
That was huge, and a very fortunate positioning there from Dexy to avoid the grenades entirely. Like, that was very lucky circumstance right there.
Now,
Great start.
you cannot have asked for a better start. Half health already gone. Lockdown happening here. Back 3 is going to get blocked and backdash once again. Almost had it, but the 2-1. It doesn't matter. Wakes up. There's one bar here. There's no... We're going to just barely reach breaker here. You had to spend it right as it showed up.
Not enough meter quite yet. Just got that Sareena. Nice. Able to get the bowler shut down. Stryker in the middle of it as well.
Bowling ball, if you will, for the perfect strike to close it out. And one of the most entertaining sets we've gotten to see here for TNS. That is a disgusting way